Mm. Yes, yes, it's time. It's that time of the week. It's Wednesday night. It's 8 o'clock, and it's time for Rocket Chat. I'm very excited about tonight's episode or session, if you will. We're going to be talking about love in the spotlight. So we're going to get the perspective of dating, love, and relationship from people who have spent some time either in front of or behind the camera. So this is going to be a very exciting episode. I'm so excited to share this with you. I'm going to be joined by a very special co-host this evening. It's just going to be a good time, and I'm just ready to rock and roll. If you can hear me okay, if my my voice and volume sound correct, just drop a rocket in the chat so I know that everything sounds good and we're being heard correctly. Um, Again, I am as tech savvy as I need to be, but maybe not as I want to be. So, I was born in the century of the 1900s, so bear with me. But yes, I'm very excited about tonight. I'm very excited to get things going. I'm very excited for everybody to get tuned in. So, as we wait for everybody to roll in and get ready to rock and roll, let's see what we got going on here. Invites. But yes, if you can hear me correctly and everything sounds good.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what's up, Vena J?
Rich, what is
You
going
look
on?
fantastic.
Oh, thank you. I had to get myself prepared. It was a long day.
Mm,
Likewise, you look like you're
thank
glowing.
you.
You look like you're
I took
glowing
a
on this
shower.
lovely, lovely Wednesday evening. I didn't
Mm.
notice I put for the comments when you had posted about the chat. I was like, yeah, tomorrow gonna be a time. You was like, and Wednesday. And I was like, you know
Why would he
what?
say
I
that?
was like,
Why would he say something
yeah,
like that?
right? Like it is, right? And I was like, oh, it's Monday. But
It's
yes,
all
we're
right. I mean,
trying
I knew
to.
you. I knew the vibe was there. That's what I
Yeah,
knew.
so excited. Excited in advance,
Yeah,
Excited in advance. Hey y'all, we're gonna have
yeah.
everybody rolling in. Oh, I'm so excited for tonight. Uh super excited.
How
Super,
long have
super
you been growing your
excited.
life?
You said how often do I go on my live?
No, how long have you been growing your locks?
Oh, my locks? Since 2019, whoop, but I had them cut. I had cut them into like a bob, like I want to say 2023 maybe.
Mm,
So she has been herself, been anew, and is now growing
mm.
into more of herself. So
Okay.
yeah.
When you entered the Bob era, were you feeling your Maxine Shaw energy, or like
you
what was the motivation?
know, it was a Maxine Shaw.
How y'all doing?
It was like,
What's up, King Lex?
How y'all doing tonight?
what is going
Can
on?
y'all see? Can y'all see me? Okay.
Yes.
Absolutely. Clearly.
Y'all might hear stuff in my background. I'm doing an event, so they're like a dress rehearsal going on at the same time. But I'm here with y'all. I'm here with
Okay.
All
y'all.
right now. Come on
Period.
now. Hey, Mr. Baker's in the room.
Mr. Baker's in the
What's
building.
up, y'all?
What's
I don't
Hey,
know.
going
how
I
you
don't know.
doing?
Ain't
on?
shit.
All
Playing with
right.
life.
Does everybody have a glass of wine or something to refresh their palates tonight?
You
I'm
I was
know,
gonna do
sober.
that. Dang, I got water.
I
That's
didn't grab my
fair.
glass of wine. I forgot about it.
Sobriety is a choice.
But it's a school night. And I had said I was, but I was like, dang, I feel like forgetting something. But it's
Mm.
okay. It's fine.
Yeah, fortunately for me, it's never too far from my reach. So I
You
like to keep
know,
it just within
keep
reach.
it
You know what I mean?
handy. Keep it
Yes.
handy.
But I see we got some wine glasses in the chat. So cheers to my folks that are having a glass with
Now,
me tonight.
can I be
I
Benji
appreciate
and just
you.
have the whole bottle?
You know,
Yeah, yeah. Take it to the
Why
head.
not?
take
We
it to
love
Why
to
listen.
see
not?
it.
It's yours. That's
It is.
yours.
It is.
And you are in your house, and they're your rules.
In the safety of your house.
Okay? You ain't got to drive tonight. You ain't got to operate no heavy machinery.
I'm
You ain't
done.
gotta go
It's,
nowhere.
hopefully
Nowhere.
you're not pregnant. You can do whatever you want to do.
Hopefully you're not pregnant.
Hopefully, I don't know. You know what I mean? I would never want to make an assumption
Right.
as such.
I'm not
You know.
ready to take. I'm not ready to care for no child, honey. So I hope I'm not.
Important.
Yes.
All right, so I want to kick off tonight by introducing my very special co-host. She is the mother of the house of the Confession Corner. She's one of the prominent voices in the city of Baltimore, even though she's PG County's own. I want to
Okay.
introduce y'all to Vena J.
Hey y'all, it's so nice to be here with everyone. Rich, thank you so much for having me co-host tonight. It's going to be a good time. I'm so excited to talk to our special guest and just get into these conversations and these topics because we're about to have a good time. I am ready, I am prepared, I'm refreshed. Don't have my wine though, but we're good. We're gonna have a good time. I'm so excited. Thank
Mhm.
you so much, Rich.
No problem. You want to introduce our first special guest?
Yeah, so who I have the pleasure of introducing everyone to is Harlem's own JBF nominee
Oh,
chef
that's me.
23, okay?
That's me.
Judge on the Holiday Baking Shop, baker, host, am I forgetting anything? Speaker, community advocate, featured in the Washington Post. And you know what? That's such a big win. I love that. Because come on now.
Thank you.
uh Fox 5 News, am I to Kelly Clarkson's show, Oprah. No, I'm playing. He like, but we're going
Soon,
manifest it.
Soon, soon,
soon.
soon.
Pam, listen, hello. Um, let's give it up for Mr. Bake, y'all. You know, I was when I was like, let me go ahead and do a little research on who Mr. Bake is, and I want to let y'all know Mr. Bake also has a YouTube series called Baking with Mr. Bake.
Yes.
You know,
Okay.
and has a lot of presence on social media and in the media, and also Fox 5 DC. And how is it being on the news and like being in the spotlight for the things that you're doing right now? Like how is it being on like live television? Because that's interesting to me. I've never, my mom was on it before because she, is a personal trainer. They had a segment, but I just want to get your perspective because like I know it's a whole different type of rundown. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's fun to me.
Mm-hmm.
I love being in front of the camera, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it's been a slow burn. I've been doing this for about 8 years now, so
Oh
Oh man,
wow.
I
I have a
bet.
lot of experience being on from short form to 5 minute segments to scripted or non-scripted shows, competitions, and things like that. So
Okay.
at this point, it's a breeze and a win for me. Just tell me where you want me to stand at, and then just giving a whoop whoop whoop.
All right. And
Okay.
a woo woo
Okay,
woo
is this my
woo woo.
mark?
right.
Right. I love
And
that. Thank
I
you.
today
Yeah.
have the pleasure of introducing the one and only author of Boys Night Out,
Okay.
producer and former cast member of the crew OKC, creator of the No Filter Lex on the Street interview show,
Oh wow.
member of the For the Culture Professional Board, and host of various online productions, Mr. King Lex.
How y'all
So
doing? What's up?
you
Thank you for having
also,
me.
oh, my pleasure.
Yes.
So, are you also working with the Crew Dallas production?
Yes, I'm a producer on there as well. So I
Okay,
produce.
I
I
want to congratulate you on
Thank you,
3K views on your premiere this week. That's
thank
amazing.
you. God is good. God is
All the
good
time.
all the
Yes.
time, baby.
You want to tell
So
us about like wearing your producer hat and also how that varies from being a former cast member on the OKC version of the show?
yeah, no, I love producing. Like I feel like I came into the reality space, just really looking for an opportunity. I had just moved back to Oklahoma City from Dallas, and I was
Wow.
trying to like I had a podcast in Dallas at the time. So when I moved back to Oklahoma City, it was hard trying to find a podcast space and starting back up. I had a lot of personal issues going on. So a friend of mine, he had moved to Oklahoma City and was like, "Hey, the show is coming to Oklahoma City. Would you want to be a part?" And I was like, you know what? Yeah, but I want to be a producer as well as a
Mm,
cast member. Um, I really cast member is cool because I feel like I'm able to do it and still show my personality and stuff. But like, I love production. Like, I love creating stories and creating shows. So like, reality TV is definitely giving me a platform and taking things above and beyond. I've been able to produce on 3 shows, executive produce my own show, executive creating shows right now, you know, and I'm really just trying to get my hosting bag up too. So right now I'm hosting the after show for the Crew
Okay.
Dallas. So
Okay.
after the show, y'all need to check out the after show. That's me. I'm hosting that thing. So come check it out. Come
I'm
check
gonna
it
All
check
out.
it
right, now that's
out for
Yeah.
also on
sure.
YouTube.
Yeah, YouTube. It's CRW Plus. CRW Plus.
All right now. All right, so as folks who are in front of the camera, I want to know about your experience when it comes to dating. Do you feel one that as a person who's like a pseudo public figure that you have to date a specific kind of way or go about getting to know people a specific way?
You wanna go first?
Come on,
Nah, go
Mr. Big.
ahead.
Look,
Feel like you
it
ready.
looked like you had an
Yeah, I
answer
was say
in your
it looked like it was on the tip
arsenal.
of
It
your
looked like you
tongue.
had an answer
Listen,
prepared.
I don't be trying to talk over people, okay? Because I can talk. So I'm like, let me
Okay.
not be rude and
Mm-hmm.
say go first. You know what I'm saying? But no, I feel like as I've gotten more into my career, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not where I want to be, but you know, I stay in a small city. I stay in Oklahoma City. So the black gay community is very small. So trying
Mm.
to deal with people in that space is very challenging sometimes because you don't know if somebody looking for a storyline or not. You know what I'm saying? Just with dealing
Mm-hmm.
with web reality. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
But I feel like it don't stop me from trying to get to know somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like I'm always good to try to get to know somebody and see where it goes. But I'm also like, what do you do? What do you have going on? You know what I'm saying? Like very much try to be intentional with who I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
Mm.
I can imagine that vetting process. Like that
Yeah.
how do you feel about the vetting process? Is it like very draining, or do you feel like usually some people are very straightforward, or how is that?
It's fun. I'm
Mhm.
nosy. So
Okay,
I'm
we
gonna
love
dig
nosy.
Yeah.
so
We
I'm
love
gonna dig
nosy.
I'm gonna dig into what you got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. What
Who
you
are you?
into?
Yeah, what you into?
What are
You
the
know,
things?
what's your mama's name? You
What's
know
your
what
mama
I'm
call you?
saying?
For
What your mama
real.
Okay.
called you? What your grandma called you? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I definitely enjoy the vetting process, but it's like too, I stay in a small city, so everybody know each other. So it's like when a
Mm,
new fish comes into town, everybody pretty much jumping on it. You know what I'm
got
saying?
it.
So
Mm.
it's
The new
like
girl on the grid.
right.
Hmm.
So it's
Hmm.
hard uh doing all that.
Right.
Yeah.
It's
But you said
fun,
it
but
doesn't ever discourage you. Have you had any like weird experiences when it comes to dating because of being on the show?
I would say because okay, I'm a creature of habit, right? So
Hmm.
Hmm.
I deal with a lot of people from that knew me before I even started a podcast. So they
Okay.
know me. You know what I'm saying? So getting to know people now is like I had like a couple guys reach out to me, like just like, oh, I see you on the show, da 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 da, da whatever. But it's like, mm, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I
Mm.
don't know because even like people that's associated with this web reality piece have tried talking to me, and it's
Okay.
Mm.
like, I don't ever want to be in a scene or in a situation to where people be like, oh yeah, you know, Lex, da 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 da, we, you know what I'm saying? I don't like that.
Mm. I
Yeah,
got
so
you. Mr. Bay,
I like my
can you
men.
hear us? Are you back?
Oh,
Yeah, I'm back. I'm my bad,
Okay.
y'all. I didn't even hear your response. Damn.
oh.
Uh,
Well, you know what? Since you didn't hear, let me say it. No, I'm just
all right. Let me run it back.
Damn.
right that back. No, I was just playing. But no. Dang, I forgot what I was gonna say. I'm a creature of habit. Like I'll deal
Mm.
with people that I've dealt with for years. Just because it's
Mm.
comfortable there. They knew me before any of this. Any of this.
Mm.
So it's like they don't see me in a different way.
Right.
Mhm.
Do you feel like that there's two different versions of you then? Like the you that exists on the show versus the you that exists in kind of like a reality space, if you will?
Your alter
No, I feel like
ego.
I feel like I'm the same person. I feel like I'm the same person. Like I
Gotcha.
can't be nobody but myself. Like even
Mm.
when when I was doing the reality show, people was trying to do fake storylines. I'm like, I'm entertaining myself. Like I don't
Mm.
need to make no
Ah,
fake storyline. Like I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Right.
would just be me, and people gonna love me. So no, what you see is what you get, baby. This is me.
Okay.
exactly. Exactly. That's interesting. People do really do fake storylines. I thought that was like I thought everybody's storyline on reality TV. It was a little bit fabricated, but I didn't know like they do like fake storylines. Like
Listen,
I knew it was a little twisted, but like
as a
what?
producer, you want the best. So you
Mm.
tell people do whatever you can to be the
Yeah.
best. You know what I'm saying? So if you come with a fake storyline, just know you have to support that
You have to
as you're
keep
doing
it
it.
going
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You have to
for
keep it
however
going.
many years and time.
Yeah,
Like, oh
right.
my
Mm.
goodness.
I don't have that energy. I don't have that
No,
Mm.
it's
energy.
too much
So
work.
I just like, let me just do my real life. It's easier, it's
Right.
Yeah.
entertaining. I can just do that and I'm good. I'm Gucci.
And what about you,
Dang.
Mr. Bake? Do you feel like there's like Kareem and then Mr. Bake, or is it one person?
Ooh.
So it's one person.
Ooh.
Oh no.
The thing of all right. So the question I actually tell I do I tell them I just tell professional so that right say I'm in the entertainment space. I don't.
Is it me? We
It's,
having technical
yeah,
Yeah.
difficulties?
I think
No,
it's the
I
biggest
think
hit.
it's
Is it?
I was like, I think it's
That's
his.
crazy.
Like, wait, hold on.
Yeah, about to say we getting like every third word.
That's crazy.
Is your
I'm saying you gotta turn on the
maybe,
Probably turn your
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi
yeah,
Turn
off.
on the
about to say,
Turn your
or
Wi-Fi
yeah,
off.
Wi-Fi.
I was
Everybody
gonna or
knows
turn on the
turn
Wi-Fi
off
and
the
put your phone
Wi-Fi.
on
Turn
airplane
off your
mode.
Wi-Fi.
That helps sometimes
Mm.
too.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that one.
so
That's a good trick.
yeah,
We
because
just
then
said do
sometimes
what
when you
I-
get
now?
a call or something, it will knock you off the live procedure.
Oh, got you, got
So
Oh,
you.
let me go
yeah,
ahead
so
and
put your
look.
phone on airplane, but turn your Wi-Fi on. That way you still connected without
Oh,
Got
having,
got
you.
you.
yeah. All right. Well, while we wait for him to come back, we're gonna start a conversation that Vena J and I were having earlier today about
Yes.
dating when it comes to what we like to call like leagues, right?
Mhm.
So you kind of touched on this earlier in your response, Lex, but do you feel like there's a such thing as like leagues? Like, oh, this person's out of your league, this person's very in your league. Do you believe in that concept?
Yes, I do. Now I'm not an
Okay.
elitist, okay? I have
Okay.
to tell
You
I'll
switch
I
phones.
Hold on 1 second before you
okay.
continue.
Put a pin
Oh,
in
go
it.
ahead.
Put a pin in it. Mr.
Well,
Bacon
okay,
is back.
put a pin.
Now you
Can
said
you
you
hear us?
switched phones.
I
You
switch
got two
phones.
phones.
One for the
Okay.
whole, one for the yeah. Nah, I
Oh
got it.
wait,
Okay.
look, just had to make sure we was clear.
Right.
Wow.
Nah,
But go
nah, nah.
ahead.
It's the business line, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna use this phone so I can still have my personal phone to do stuff. But I was
Mm,
like,
Smart.
let me just use the personal phone and just pay it. So
because we're doing
that's where
Right.
I'm
work.
at
Black
right
Men in
now.
Tech. Black Men in Tech. Happy Black History Month.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
Thank
Big on
you.
that.
Thank
So
you.
my bad, Charles. I'm gonna just answer that real quick. All right. So I know you're gonna ask a question. One, I don't even tell people what I do. I actually like people to meet me for who I am because what I've
Okay.
noticed is with the, especially if you know about, the James Beard, if you know about, they know about the TV stuff, but if you know about the James, they change their entire demeanor and way they talk to
Mm,
me,
Mm.
and they treat me, and I don't want that, right? I want to be treated regularly. Let's have a regular conversation, things of that nature. So I typically tell people, hey, my name is Kareem. If somebody says Mr. Bake, then I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a professional baker. And I just like, that's it.
Leader.
You know what I mean?
mm.
And then we have the conversation like that. And then later on, we'll go, I don't even give my social media out. Like
Really?
You know,
I try to
I
get your
wanna
number, like old school,
right, I was
and
gonna
call you
say
and reach out
because
that way.
when I'm at like pop-ups and markets and stuff, and I meet so many different people, my go-to is always just be like, oh, here's my Instagram. And I feel like even in a space where if things might feel flirty, I still feel safe with saying like, here's my Instagram. Because I feel like people feel so abrasively about a phone number. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we've, especially since COVID, there's this shift around like communication culture and like people feel like, oh, a phone number means romance, or a phone, like it has this big connotation, which I don't subscribe to that. I'm very much like, I'm the mayor of Yapparoni City. Like, I want to talk all the time. So like, just thinking of having to start on Instagram in a DM and then build into a text and then build into phone calls feels so exhausting to me. But like, I feel personally comfortable just being like, oh, here's my number. But I'm like, it's so much wrapped around that. How do y'all all individually feel about, like, are you okay with like numbers right off the break, or is IG your safe starting ground?
IG for me is my safe starting ground. I've
Me
Okay.
too.
had situations where I've given my number, I'm thinking like, okay, I give them my number, and like they'll, abuse the frequency of how much they call and text. And I'm like, listen, there needs to be some set established boundaries here. But I
Mm-hmm.
feel like for Instagram, at least for me, it's already certain parameters or certain boundaries that are set in place. Like, hey, in order for you to respond, you gotta like type in the message. We can keep the conversation going. Like, you don't have my direct number. Like, it's not like you blown up my phone. Like specifically, yeah, you may blow up and hit me up on this app, but I might not check the app. I might not go ahead and be on there that day or whatever the case may
Okay.
be. So Instagram for me is a great, like, safe playground. Especially, it gives you a little bit of an insight, like what that person's into, what they be like, and who do you follow. You could be a little nosy. You could be nosier at your own discretion when you have someone's Instagram. That's just me, though. I like to peek around, like, who are you friends with? How many mutuals do we have? How do you know that mutual? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? It's like I'm in a new season in my life, and like I have friends that you may be mutuals with. How did you know? How did you meet the person that I met in season 5 of my life, and now we in season 10? And which I got in
See,
common, because y'all
so
have something in
see,
common.
So for me, I think that's where it comes old school. I like to give my
Hmm.
number out, one, because I don't have notifications on my social media. Only certain apps
Okay.
or
Mm-hmm.
notifications come on. So I have to remember to go have a conversation, like I'm having a conversation with you in these apps,
Hmm.
and they get delayed. Secondly, nobody plays on my phone. I've had my same number since 2005. Nobody plays on my
Mm-hmm.
phone. So yeah, nobody plays on my phone. So therefore, I don't have that issue where there's people calling me and playing around because I'm my New Yorker comes out and I'm like, yo, you playing around? Stop playing. Da 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 da. Secondly, I also like now in this place of the mysteriousness of you, where I
Ooh,
had to
okay.
work. I had to work a little bit to get to know you. I think we've lost that essence with all of these
Mm.
with these apps or these accessibility to get into people's lives faster. And
Mm-hmm.
I like you to tell me a little bit about yourself and then find out we know the same people because honestly I'm such a free spirited person
Got
that
you.
if you
Okay.
met somebody that I used to talk to or I'm no longer friends with, I might ask and then I'm moving on from that. You know what I mean? I'm not really dwelling on the relationship you and that person have because I'm looking to build something new with you and maybe whatever happened
Mm-hmm.
between me and that person has transpired and I know how to speak to that space while still honoring and respecting however way me and that person left off, right? If it's a negative thing, I don't need to dwell in that because that's your girlfriend. So I just go, oh, okay, that didn't work out in our relationship, but I amplify the beautiful parts that we did have with each other. And then
Yeah.
I move the
Mm-hmm.
fuck on because it's not. And then if I realize you're dwelling on that, then you're not the person for me to continue to keep talking to. So
Mm-hmm.
therefore, your characteristics are already showing its ass. So therefore, I can move
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
on fastly. I can move on fast. So that's my still.
I was gonna say, oh my God, now I feel bad because I'll be looking at people's stuff and I'll be like, oh my gosh, like,
No,
oh
no,
my
Mm-hmm.
good.
God,
Okay,
like
it's this.
I
No,
just
it's
like
this.
it as a cute little glimpse. I know I
I
like to
like
get
it
to know
too.
people. I like to get to know people, but I like to also like know like how you're, I don't even want to say presenting yourself, but more so like how you're functioning, like, on your own, and
Mm-hmm.
seeing what are your likes and stuff like that. I really don't take social media too serious. Like, even when I
It's
be
not a
posting my
real
stories,
play.
it's not a real place. I post about like silly things. I may post a meme. I'm very silly, subliminal, sexy, whatever. So that's all
Come
my
on,
stories on
silly
all my
subliminal
social media.
sexy
Get subliminal, sexy.
alliteration.
No, for real. I might post a little peek of a little something, and people are like, "What, Vina?" I'm like, "You'll figure it out later. Maybe not."
Mhm.
But
Right.
like, I like it to, and I very much agree with Mr. Big. Like, getting to know somebody I like the thrill of that. I like to know like, oh
Mm.
my goodness. But I also like to just have a little appetizer about you. Not an
Yeah,
I mean,
appetizer,
too.
appetizer.
I
right.
like
What
that
about
too.
you,
I
Lex?
like
Where
that.
do you
Yeah.
where do you fall on phone number versus IG?
So I prefer IG too. Like I feel like give me your IG because I need to see how you live here. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, social media ain't real. I get that. But it's like if you posting a Ferrari and I get to you and you got a Hyundai, then I know you capping. I know you capping. So I'm like, I need to know. I want to see your social media first. I
Right.
do. You know what I'm saying? I need to
Now,
know who our mutuals is, who we
right.
hanging
Mm,
out with. I'm nosy. I'm nosy by nature, y'all. I'm real nosy. So I want to see. And
Right.
then because I feel like my phone is like my personal space. Like I don't give out
Mm.
my number. You
Sacred.
know what I'm saying? Like that at all. So it's like my social media is very public. You know what I'm saying? I
mm,
post about my shows. I post about what I'm doing. You will never just know like my personal life on social media. Like even when I was doing
Mm.
the show, like I don't put my big personal business out there. You know what I'm saying? So it's
Mm-hmm.
like if you were to follow me on Instagram, you're literally gonna know, oh, he's a producer, or he does shows, or he do street interviews, or whatever. But one, you can't. One thing about me, you can't live off me, baby. So whatever you try to, I don't care if you see all that. You come over here. I'm looking for the sugar. I'm still looking to be taken care of. You know what I'm saying? So
Come on, sugar
however you
baby.
want,
come on.
so however you perceive what I do, that's not going to change anything for me. Like I just
Okay.
don't
Mm.
care. So you can look at you can have my Instagram all day. You can have my Instagram all day.
Mm.
It's public. It's people looking at it that I done blocked before. So it
Love
is
Okay.
it.
what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I
All right.
prefer social media, and then if we get to that point, then we can talk on the phone.
Okay.
Mm,
All right. So we had just touched on this before you rejoined us, Mr. Bay. We were talking about the concept of dating when it comes to the idea or theory of like a league, right?
mm.
So do you feel like there's a such thing as people being out of your league or dating outside of your league or existing in a league? How do you feel about
Nah, because I'm like I think I kind of got who I am. I kind of want to know who you are.
that?
Just at the core of who you are, because that's generally going to tell me if I'm going to want to continue to date you, get to know you, and then make a
Mhm.
relationship out of that, and see if we can grow to something further.
Mm-hmm.
But I've noticed that sometimes it's actually a little better to date somebody who's in like the industry or understands it, or
Mm-hmm.
like because they understand the lifestyle, they understand, just your ebbs and
Your
flow of
pacing.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Right.
like
scheduling of things.
yeah, some people won't
Mm,
understand that space because they do a 9 to 5, which kudos to them.
mm,
Everyone has a position they need to play in life.
Right.
But
We need more plumbers.
yeah,
Absolutely.
No, for
Gotta have
real.
more plumbers. Seriously.
For
mm.
me, I feel like I try to date with somebody that has ambition. So it's like I
Mm.
don't care
Okay.
what you do, but if you are
Yeah.
able to take care of yourself, you'll take care of your well being. You're not doing like you don't have to worry about anyone taking care of you. I don't care what you do. You can be a plumber, electrician, the trash man. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I do. I will say this: it is nice to deal with someone that understands what you do. You know what I'm
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mhm.
Because
yeah,
you're not
yeah,
explaining things. Like I feel like me dealing with someone, like even someone I'm cool deal with like right now, me trying to say, oh, I'm going to a dress rehearsal, and like, oh, I gotta do a live Monday. They're like, oh, you think you doing this? And I'm like, nigga, this is like my
Dang.
job. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
this is what I'm trying to do to build my brand. So it's like you
Right.
have like they have to be very understanding to what I do. But I don't care what you do. As long as you're able to it's legal and you're able to sustain yourself, then I don't care what you do.
Now, have y'all both ever dated anybody out of your league before? I don't know, if we're talking
Or
about
just
leagues.
like a vast difference in like your
Yeah, in
lifestyle.
alignment. The alignment wasn't all the way there. Like,
Yeah.
have y'all ever dated anybody where the alignment wasn't all the way there when it came to like, what you do for work and like things of that nature, or just being in the spotlight?
I wouldn't say dated, but I definitely may have like kicked
Rolled around.
it.
Yes,
Okay,
I'm excited.
entertain.
Yes. A little rolling
You know what I'm
Entertain.
around,
saying?
a little
Like, we
wrestling.
ain't date, you know what I'm saying? But, you
Right.
know, we
But we
might have
right.
hung out a couple times, you know what
We
I'm
might have
saying?
did a
Okay.
little one too,
Yeah,
right?
little one,
And that's
two, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
it.
You know what I'm saying? But that's
A
it. You dated a
tango.
whole day done, you know what I'm saying? It was all that. But as far as like dating, I
Dated.
feel like I want, for us to really like connect, you gotta have some shit going on for yourself, like for real.
Mm.
What does that consist of? Is it just like any type of profession, or is it like you got to do something within the industry but like in a different lane? Is it what is
Or
I
is
feel
it?
it
like any
just
type of
overall
profession.
ambition?
I feel like any type of profession. Now, y'all might judge me when I say this, but I
I
feel
would say
like,
this is a judgment free zone. We're not gonna judge you outside of our heads. Look.
but I want to be the star. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's
Okay.
only one star in the household.
It's important to know that.
But I don't care. But at the same time, I don't care what you do, but as long as you're trying to be the best at what you do. So I feel
Okay.
like if
Mm.
you trying to be an electrician, but you own your own company, you got your own electrician company or whatever, do your thing because they make money. Hello, and everybody needs wiring for their house. You know what I'm
Listen.
saying? Or
Okay.
plumbing or
Yeah.
whatever. So I just feel like as long as you are working towards your goals and you're actively trying to do things in your life and get things done, I don't care what you do. Like I really don't. I don't care about that. You can own three McDonald's, but you got to work there. My man, I know I can go get me some chicken, 10 piece real quick,
Okay.
and
Hello.
my
A
man
frozen
Get
got,
a
bag of
you know what I'm
strawberry
tenders. Okay.
saying?
milkshake
For
with
real.
the
For real.
fries.
Because
Okay,
if you the man, you the man. You know what I'm saying? So you give me a whole
but
bag of
like,
fries.
Right.
I know I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't care. I don't care for me
Okay.
as long as you
Yeah,
got
no
a
shade. I got a second. I got a second what my man said because it's really about how you taking care of yourself, how
Okay.
you show up for yourself. I like honestly, I like an individual person. I want you to be your own
Mm.
individual person because I'm my own individual person. And similar to what he said, I am the star. I have big energy naturally and in general. Like even if I'm on a calm, chilled, I still have a big presence about me when I walk into a space. I take up
Absolutely.
Mm.
space in that space. So I just need you to be comfortable and cozy in yourself. You know what I mean? I love to use the Venn diagram as a thing. Like you, your own person, you your own bubble, I'm my
That's
own
it.
bubble. We come together, and then the things that's in the middle is the similarities. You still got your own friends. You still got shit going on. I got shit going on, and we meet in the motherfucking middle, right?
Middle.
Like a nasty
Mhm.
peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So that
Mm.
okay.
that's
Love a
just
good
my
PB
tea.
and
Like
J.
yeah, like I need you to be grounded in yourself, no shade, because I don't want that jealousy. I don't want to deal with all of
Right.
that bullshit. I don't want to deal with it.
Mm.
So speaking of like showing up, how important is it for a potential partner to like show up for you in your relationships? Like, do you want them
Mm.
at the shows? Do you want them to be supporting you, or do you want them to kind of be a space outside of what you do?
Oh, so no shit. Oh, I know you ready. I'm sorry, but let
No,
me.
go
I
ahead.
got it.
Go
I got
ahead.
it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go
Go ahead.
ahead.
Go
Go
Ready
ahead.
though.
ahead.
Go
Are you
ahead.
ready?
Go ahead. Go
No,
ahead.
no shade. No shade. That is my love language in general. Like
Mm.
people
Wow.
showing up. So that's across boards. That's my friend. That's friendships. That's partners or potential partners. Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now. You want to turn me on? You
Show
tell
up.
me, oh, I know. You tell me, I watched your not little, but I watched your segment on Fox Five, or I showed my friends this, or I pulled up and didn't even tell you I was coming. Especially if it's a potential, like we're dating and still getting to know each other, and you pull up
Mm.
to a show of mine or an event of mine, and you didn't even tell me, and you bring two friends, yo, and I see you in a crowd,
Come on
yo,
now, throwing
I'm
in the
telling
two
you right
friends.
now.
Right.
We might be going in the bathroom real quick. That's how excited that makes me feel when a person shows up for me and just being thoughtful
Mm.
and being like, I want to support you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I have
Yeah.
to second everything he said because I am the exact same way. Like I feel like I love being supported and by like he said, my friends, my family, and by my partner. So I feel like you being there for me, even if it's just like, babe, you need me to do anything while you get ready to
Oh
do what you doing, or
yes.
like or anything like or if I've been filming all day and I come home. Hey, what we eat? I got some food. Da 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 da. Like even just simple stuff like that. It's just like being thoughtful.
Mm.
Thoughtfulness gets me every time. Like
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
if we just worried about my well-being and making sure that I'm good. Like, cause I'm a very thoughtful person. Like I try to, and I'm a very busy person. So if I'm making time for you and making sure that you're good, I feel like you should be doing the same for me. So it's like I just like reciprocated
Mm.
energy when it comes to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
When it could do that. But I want my man right here.
On the
Baby, come
side, on the
on.
hip, on the
Right
Okay.
hip.
there over
Thank you
here.
very much.
Baby, come on. Yeah,
And
my
you know,
man.
and having
Uh,
that consideration is so like it's so needed, especially for people in the spotlight, because you're giving a lot of yourself to a lot of people. You know, you're in people's faces all day, you're in conversations, you're maneuvering, you're trying to figure out like how to answer this on the spot or practicing and things of that nature. And just to have even but potential partners or partners show up in that type of way, it's like, ah, yes, you brought me flowers. Ah, yes, you told me good job, and you can't. Ah, like it's lovely. It's
it's
lovely.
lovely.
Have you both ever had anyone give you any like pushback, or like has it been like any like difficult time with like a potential partner or like a past partner where you had to explain to them like, yo, I need you to show up, or like I need you to navigate in this type of way? Because sometimes some people don't get it. Some people don't get it.
Yeah, for me, one of the reasons why I say I really don't care what you do is because when you try to have someone else that's in the spotlight, I feel like there is an underlying competition. And not even for
Mm,
me, but I feel like it'd be for them because I feel like I'm a very genuine person. Like, humbly, God could take this all away from me in an instant. You know what I'm
right.
saying? And I wouldn't have nothing. So I look at everything as a blessing, and I'm very grateful for everything God gives me. So it's just like dealing with somebody, and you just feel like there's no support, or they low key like jealous, or they just don't get it. It's like I almost be like I'm easier being single because I don't have to deal with none of that. It gets
Yeah.
lonely, but at the same time, the people that I have in my life are genuinely supporting me and they want to be
Yeah.
there and they're not
Yeah.
trying to get clout or just they're jealous of the things that's coming for me or anything like that. So I like, I mean, I don't like dealing with that. Like when I feel like the energy is off, or even if I feel like I can't talk to you about things that's going on, because I feel like, and I'm sure with Mr. Bake or even you guys, like when you got shit going on and you like trying to say, damn, I'm like trying to do this production and I'm trying to do this, and it's like it's a lot
Yeah.
of it's rough, people will automatically be like, oh, well, I mean, you doing all that, it shouldn't be,
Yeah, and it's like, why are we doing
and it's
it?
like,
Jealousy.
yeah, and I'm
Jealousy.
like, why
Or
is there,
Or just not
narcissism.
even holding space for
Yeah, that
understanding.
too.
yeah,
Like
they're
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
even
And
you
that's
holding
might
so
not
space.
important.
understand what I'm doing, or have even like reference to console me in the moment. But if you just hold space for me, sometimes it's just like listening to me say the thing, because I might be able to
Mhm.
come to the conclusion by myself if I just say it out loud to someone who will hold the space, who will listen,
Right.
and
Yeah.
not
Right.
immediately try to offer like a fix or something that won't work or whatever. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just about like, damn, that was hard for you. I'm sorry you had to go through that. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
like,
holding the
even if
space.
you don't understand nothing I'm telling you, the fact that I'm just telling you I have a hard day, to me, that should just be like, you know what, babe, I may not know exactly what's going on, but what can I do to make your day better?
Yes,
You know what I'm
yes, yeah.
saying?
Hmm.
So it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
like, I just like an understanding partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What I need from you is
Understanding.
understanding. Yes. But no, but I just want to add on. I just want to add on. I had to learn to honor and hold space for people and not
Okay.
oftentimes give advice because I'm a helper, I'm a fixer, I'm a let's get to the end result person.
Mhm.
So I have to oftentimes remind myself and ask the question, are you looking for ear? Or are you looking for advice? You know what I mean? And just allow myself to listen to what they're saying and console them if need be, or if it's on the phone or something like that, because they're away, somewhere, and you just give them that space. And sometimes they'll say, thank you so much. I just needed
Hmm.
to let that go. And I realized that long ago, but I started to use that in my continuous practice, with dating and friends. And my friends are, because I'm not always dating, so my friends are the perfect people to constantly keep, reinforcing that type of practice in my life.
Hmm.
I've gotten to that. It saves me from jumping the gun and then being more of an effective communicator. And the effective
Yeah.
Yeah.
communicator is the listening part. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And just giving my ear and my heart to that person. And that's it.
Yeah. That's
Mm-hmm.
something I also used to struggle with that. Like, because as soon as somebody would be like, this, I'd be like, well, fix it. Let's fix it. Let's figure it out. Because why are we
Yeah.
sitting and talking about it for so long? But sometimes it is just getting it out. And so I've learned to also kind of just be like, I even was exchanging voice notes with a friend earlier today, and he was telling me about something that was going on with him. And so I had to, before I even jumped in, I was like, can I speak freely? Can I say how I feel, or do you just want? Because I'm down to just to hear it too. But
Mm-hmm.
can I say? Can I say? You
That's
know what I
that
mean?
Sagittarius
So
in you. Look.
yeah, yeah.
Can I
But
also,
I'm
I'm gonna
definitely
just
the
add one
same
more thing.
way.
I'm gonna add one more
Go
thing.
ahead.
It also allowed me to have compassion and then also
Oh
uplift
yeah.
them, right? Because when I'm listening and say you're saying something, I could go back and say, well, you remember that last time you told me the story. Say if I didn't know you and you told me a story about how you overcome something, I like to bring it. Remember that time you overcame this particular situation? And they'd be like, yeah.
Mm,
I'm like, look, you're doing it again. Or look, I think you can get over this as well, right? Like it allowed
mm,
me to reinforce the strength and the power that they already possess and hold. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
mm.
So, instead of jump into something, I can just reinforce who they already are and
Yeah.
strengthen them. And then that builds a more stronger relationship between the two of us. You would
Nice.
hope.
Okay.
Love that. So I want to
Right.
talk about quickly about now that we've kind of touched on like partners and partnership and all the wholesome, beautiful things that comes with. I want to talk about the in between before we find the partner, the hooking up space, right?
Okay.
One, I want to ask this, and this is to everybody: when you are hooking up, do you prefer to be the host, or do you prefer to travel to the hookup?
I'm 50-50.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? But I will say this, okay? If I'm traveling to your house, clean your house up.
Oh
Don't have me
Lord,
on a. Let me
yeah.
tell y'all. Can I tell y'all a real story?
Girl.
I'm sitting on my
Go
bed on
ahead,
the
tell the
drive.
Yes,
story,
I'm
cause
gonna come
please.
my
to y'all
look.
in like 5 minutes. I might have to drop down, okay? But I'm here. I'm gonna tell my story though. I do want to tell my story. Okay, so I met this dude on Facebook dating, right? He was so handsome, so handsome.
Trauma.
Trade, y'all. He was good, fine. He invited me over his house to partake
Rendezvous.
in on the herbal treatment. We
Okay,
was gonna get to the
with some
rock. We was gonna get to
flowers. We go, yeah,
To tend to
some
the
yeah. We was
garden.
flowers.
gonna look
Right.
garden. We was gonna do a little garden. So he invited me over there to do a herbal treatment. Y'all, when I got over there, that front room, hot mess. It was like no TV, like the soccer chairs when your mama go to the soccer game and then she put a
The
little
yard
folding chair
chairs,
down.
Yeah,
yeah. The
Yeah,
Hold
that
pop
was
out
in
up
the
chair.
joint.
that's
bedroom.
outside furniture. That's outside
Outside
furniture.
furniture.
That doesn't belong
Then
on the inside.
okay, he was like, come in the room, we could garden in the room. So I'm like, okay, we go in the room. It's the bed and it's a football chair that's missing a rest.
Arm?
I'm in there now, y'all. I ain't no little nothing, baby. So I get in this football chair and I'm like, Lord Jesus, hold me up by the strength of your power, okay? Then
I
I'm like,
Oh
then
my
it was
god.
just such a
would have
mess.
sat
Like
right on the
he was
floor.
like, you want some water? But he drinking water out of a cup. Now I'm not above that. I'm not above drinking water out of
Okay,
a cup. But baby, I
but,
prefer mine in the bottle.
but where did the
Just
water
just
come
to
from?
show.
Especially at my first time at your house, I'm
Is
not
it?
drinking water out
Did
of
it
the
come
tap.
out of a Brita? Did it come out of a Brita? Did it come out the faucet?
It probably I don't know. I don't know. I can't say. Can't
Oh.
speak on that. But what I
Mm.
can say is, um, I like to host because I can
Okay.
control
The
the
environment.
environment. The
Environment.
environment. However, if I come over there and you have a nice space and I feel comfortable, then cool. You know what I'm saying? Cool. We can work this out. But if I come over there, I mean, the guy was so fine, but his space turned me off.
Mm.
Um,
That's unfortunate. That's
Um,
unfortunate.
I'm 50-50 on that. I go off a feeling, especially if this is like a first time situation. I go off the vibe of the conversation. If you're getting really aggressive and you getting demanding, first of all, I don't like all of that. So
Mm.
Yeah.
it's already red flags over there for that.
Yeah.
I'm already coming over there with the New York in the back, like the New York at the front of my head, not in the back of my mind. Um, but no shade. And I've been in places where I'm like, what the fuck? am I am or like they were like, oh, like I ain't gonna hold y'all. Just telling my tea. We was coming to do the do, and it was straight to do the do, right? And he gonna say like, go into the powder room, the side room, the bathroom, and I was like,
Nothing turns me
not
off
this
more than a
200,
back
not this
door.
large, not
If I can't come in the
not
front
this.
of the house, I'm not
No,
coming
he
Why
was
in.
like,
can't we
go
go in
to
the
this.
front of the house? Like, why
Right.
No,
can't
no,
I
no.
enter?
It wasn't the front of the house. It was the half bathroom.
So he wanted y'all to have sex in that powder room. And
What?
the hat.
So
Oh,
you
was it his?
literally
That must be his.
In a
That must be his
house?
grandma's house. That was his grandma's.
Why,
and
girl? Let me tell you something. Well, let me tell you what it was giving. It was giving lookout teeth. Because then he pulled the blind down because it was facing the front. And he pulled the blind down. And I looked, I said, oh, I gotta go. It's a
yeah,
lot
No,
going on
no,
over
yeah.
here.
no, no, no,
It's
no.
giving you got a lover or like a family member that might come through.
Or this is
And
grandma's house, right?
This is
This ain't
grandma's
their
right.
house.
house. This is grandma's house
And
with your,
that's the thing for
yeah.
me. That's why I always host, because every time a nigga has invited me to his house, it's never been a house, y'all. It's always an
It's not
unfinished
been a
basement.
home. No, it
It's
hasn't been a
it's
home. It's always a
always
house,
it's
but not
always
a
the
home.
car in the backyard. It's always the shed. It's never a house. Why do you think I'm wanting to be bent over in the brush? I want to be comfortable. You know what
I
I'm saying?
want
It's
heat.
not about
Not
to
bent
be.
over
I
in the
can't
brush.
get
I
I
freaky
want
love
if
that.
there's no carpet.
plugins.
Or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If I
I
gotta look
need.
at, you know what I'm saying, installation at the wall, I'm not gonna be able to feel freaky.
Yeah,
You
Like
know what I'm saying?
that,
Or
that's
if
I
also
there's
need
gonna
a
be cars
bed.
driving by, I can't relax like that.
Yeah, me either.
like
Me
I'm all
either.
for listen, and I'm all for a little adventure. Don't get me wrong, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. If we know
I'm
each
all for a little
other,
adventure.
we know each
But
other.
no, yeah,
Oh,
but
oh, okay.
it's giving time and place, right? I'm from
Yeah.
New York,
Absolutely.
old school cruising, so it's giving time and place. No shade.
Mm,
Mm.
If I'm
mm-hmm.
getting invited into your apartment or into your home, do not try to put me and your both big asses in those, excuse me, in those small room like that. What do you do? What's going on? I'm not
Yeah,
like we doing this. I'm doing, and then we like, what is going on?
No
Yeah, I
consideration
yeah.
for
got
the
that.
space. No consideration for
Yeah.
the
Okay.
company. Yeah, no, I
I
like to do
remember
it's
starting
a
to.
bit 50-50 for me. Oh, I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Mm. No, go
No,
ahead. Go
yeah.
ahead.
No, I was gonna.
It's a bit 50-50 for me. Like Whoopi Goldberg said, I don't like people in my house.
Mm, I hear
I
that.
like people in my house that I know I'm comfortable with.
Mhm.
This depends on like either how many dates we've been on. There have been times, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm not, I don't be having people over, but like there have been times where if the vibe is good, if we done hit it off, and I feel like you operate in a manner where you have some like character to you, you have some values, some morals from the conversation that we having. I mean, people always surprise you, but if I feel like we're hitting off pretty well and I feel like you're very respectful, this and the third, I don't mind inviting you over just to see, and also
Hmm.
the time in which I invite you over, because sometimes it's not in the nighttime. Sometimes it's for, hey, you want to come over for lunch, or hey, like
Yeah.
a little
I
late
love a good
afternoon,
daytime, baby.
go into it. Yep, go into the
Okay.
evening.
Well, it's still light outside.
Yeah, while it's still light outside, because sometimes y'all be turning when the sun goes down,
Okay.
and now
Turn
I'm
into a
like,
little
wait a
gremlin when it
minute.
get dark.
Look, the
Hmm.
moon be full. I'll be like, wait a minute, I
Okay.
can't have you in my
And they
house. The
be
moon is
howling.
full because I don't know
And
what
they
you
be
on.
howling.
Because
Okay.
no, but I do like to host. And when I host, I come from a very hospitable home. Hey, did you eat? I got some snacks, I got some water, I got some juice,
Okay. Yes.
Canada
And that's
Dry, and some wine. Like, what do we?
and that's why
Are
for
we good?
me the hosting is paramount, because baby, it's gonna be cinnamon when you come in.
It's gonna be great
It's gonna be
time.
light.
You know
There's
It's
gonna be
what? I
music.
love.
There's
It's
gonna be
gonna be
candles.
beyond
It's gonna be
fresh linen.
plugins. I love
You
a
know what
good
I
I'm saying?
love a
plug-in.
Like,
woman's. I like a
I,
It's gonna
woman's
smell
version
good.
of. I love a woman's version of hosting instead of the guy's version of hosting, because she's
Cause it's
like,
like you're gonna have a
"Oh, you
great
want to come
time.
have lunch? You want to come?"
yeah,
Yeah.
We
yeah.
talk about hosting.
Yes.
Like,
I'm gonna fold the
As a
napkin when I
hoe.
bring out the lunch.
you
I'm
my
gonna
I'm
fold the
hosting
all
as
you
a
napkin.
my
hoe right now.
everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna
You
fold the
know what I'm
napkin,
saying?
but I also like to go on a bit of adventure. If I feel like, okay, I want to go see, their home in the space. I'm a little cautious with that, so I'll be carrying my things. When I go to certain people's spaces, but it's not to think like, oh, the worst is gonna happen. But I've been to some people's homes, and it's been a great time. Now, there was one time. There was one time where I went to this one man's house, and it was cute. We was, we knew each other, woo woo woo. But I went into the bathroom, and y'all, my thing is here. If the bathroom is not tidy,
Mhm.
that
Then the
speaks a
body's
lot.
not
I don't know if y'all
tidy.
ever if I don't know if y'all ever seen the TikTok when it's like when you go to a man's bathroom and in the TikTok it was like mustard in there and it was like hand sanitizer on
I
the
know
thing and they
exactly
were
what you're
like,
talking
"What's
about.
going on?" I think
No.
like if we're partaking in an intimate activity and I go into I mean it was already too late, so I was like but I'm going to the bathroom and I'm like, "Oh my God, is this how we doing this? I don't know if I
Hmm.
like this for you. I don't know if I
And
like
it
this for you,
was.
boo." And that kind of like completely turned me off. Now I will say I'm not the most perfect and cleanest woman. I do have dishes in my sink. I have been told one man was like, "Yeah, I love a woman who keeps her house up, no dishes in the sink." And I was like, dang. He gonna hate it over here because sometimes I don't wash my dishes. Now it don't be too
Okay.
bad, but sometimes I
Right.
don't wash my dishes. But if I have company coming over, I'll wash the majority and probably leave one in there, or I'll probably
Okay.
wash all of them,
Letting
throw them
the
all in the
things soak that
dishwasher.
need to soak.
They need to soak. Yo, yeah, that just needs to soak
I just
exactly.
need to season the pots and pans. I'm gonna come back to that. You know what
Don't
I'm saying?
mind the kitchen, don't mind the kitchen. But yeah, it's a bit
Exactly.
50-50 for me. 50-50 for sure. But I
Now
love
let me tell y'all. I'm
hosting.
gonna tell y'all a little story real quick
Can I? Can
about
I?
the.
I'm
Go
sorry.
ahead.
I'm so sorry,
Goodness.
y'all. I gotta drop down because
Okay.
I gotta go back over here. But it's been such a pleasure
Thank you
talking
for
to
being here. We
y'all.
Likewise.
appreciate
For
you so
real,
much.
y'all. I'm gonna follow all. I already follow Rico, but I'm gonna get y'all okay down here.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I might want to
Okay.
holler at you. I might want to
we
holler at
locked
you.
in.
Period. I
We
need to
We
holler
family
at
need to.
now.
y'all.
We family, okay? But it's been
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
such a pleasure talking to y'all and being here with
Same
y'all,
here.
okay? Y'all,
Likewise.
can I shout out one thing? I know niggas,
Yes,
they just want to
please.
shout out something on their
Please.
way out the door, but I'm going to shout it out real quick. Okay, can y'all go vote for my show, The Crew OKC? We are nominated for an award for
Oh,
Best New
period.
Web Reality Series. It's the
Okay.
Starlight Awards.
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's in my bio. It's called the Starlight Awards. Go nominate. If y'all got
Okay.
all y'all emails, the emails y'all use
Mhm.
on fake Instagrams, use
Come on
all them
now.
emails
Your group on
to go
email.
vote for us. Okay, y'all can
Okay.
do 3 votes per email. So I need all 10 of them emails to be sending 3 votes. Okay,
Got you.
so y'all go do
Got
that.
Okay.
Shout out to everybody on the panel. Y'all been amazing. Thank you so much for having
Same
me.
here.
And
Thank
I can't. And hopefully I can
you.
do this again. Okay.
yes,
See y'all
yes.
later.
See you
Yes.
All right
All
later.
right. Y'all have
now.
a good
See you
night.
later. Have a good one. Good
Bye.
night. Oh,
Oh, that was so nice. So I'm gonna tell you the story real quick, and then we're gonna move on to our viewer question. We did get some viewer submitted questions for you,
lovely.
Mr.
Oh, nice.
Big.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's the bait.
now, like I said, I prefer to host because I know what the vibe is gonna be. You know what I mean? But I will say, in my top 5 sexual experiences of my entire life, meaning my like I'm a grown woman now career, also as my like young ingenue in the world of the world career.
Ingenue is cute.
Yeah, you know how when you're new to the things of the things, you know what
Mm,
I'm saying? In both of those spheres, my top 5 experiences, the top 3, all were like filthy houses. I'm not gonna lie to you.
oh,
Like I remember one time going into this dude's house. I walked in, and I knew, like, just looking around, I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna die in here." Like I remember walking in and being like looking around the living room filled with black trash bags. All of them just filled with unknown content. I don't know what's in there. And
wait,
I
no,
remember we
that's
walked
yeah.
in.
Okay,
We walked
go
in. I
ahead.
saw
In the
all the black
stall.
bags, and he just starts going up the stairs. Like, come on, we're going upstairs. I'm like, yeah, to my funeral. This is where I will
Yeah,
end. We get upstairs. It's this one bedroom up there, a TV flickering in the distance, right? Bed on the floor, blankets all around the floor, and then just food everywhere. I mean, like pizza crust, crab shells,
I
where you
can't do
just ate
that.
crabs and had the shells on. How are the shells in the carpet? You ate the crabs on the floor? Yeah, But and then he go say, and this is when I really was like, I have to make a choice. He was like, make yourself comfortable. And I said,
How?
how? How? Where?
Where? Where?
Where?
Where?
Where? You
But
got fresh
y'all,
plastic? You got fresh plastic black bags to lay on?
I mean, and what was really worse, and this is how I knew I needed to change my life. You know what I mean? I'm on the bed, which is on the floor. And like as I'm like we get into it, I can smell probably 100 different bodies that have been in this bed. It smelled like
No.
everybody. It smelled like a Planet
No.
Fitness gym. And I was
No.
like,
No.
bro, I'm like, as now I'm not gonna hold you. I was getting my world rocked. Okay. My
Of course.
world upside down, and that's word to Diana Ross.
Inside out.
But
Look.
No
but
shade.
I knew.
Your shade. You know that be the MFers that be will
Hmm.
twirl you and twirl you around. Y'all all three of us know. It be them, it
Listen.
be
And
them, it
it,
be
you
the
know,
you do now, girl.
And that's
Girl,
why it
you
took
found
me
out
three
after.
times to
You
learn
found
the
out after.
lesson.
You
I
found out
found out, and
after.
I did, and I
Yeah.
You
did,
found, I
and
know
I
you, yeah,
did,
because you
and
was
I was
about
like, you
to
know
say,
what?
no, girl.
No,
You
no,
found out after
I
that he
did,
ain't no,
because it was a good time, and I
it
get in
was a
the
great
bathroom, and I'm
time.
seeing all this. I'm like, who would
It
have
was a
thought?
great time. And
Who
then
would have
you flip
thought?
around
Look at us. Who would have
Look, who
thought?
would have thought?
Who would have thought? Not me.
and you
Not
go, and
me.
then, no, but then you'd be like, you know what? I should have knew something was up because it was too damn
It
good.
was too good.
Mm,
It
It
was
was
too
too damn
good.
good. And
It
when
was
it's
too
that
good.
mm.
good, it come with some
It comes with it all the
Literal.
time.
Literal
come with
shit.
some
You're absolutely right.
mm.
Mm-mm. But we're grateful for the growth. We're
And
grateful
the
for the lesson.
experiences. Amen.
And
Amen.
now we've moved on.
Yes,
Right.
And
ma'am.
speaking of moving
Amen.
on, we're going to go into our viewer questions. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm going to let Vena take the first one.
Yes. Okay.
Excuse me.
So the first question I'm gonna say, I'm gonna move my camera over so I can read it. Ruby asks, "Are open relationships legitimate or is it a whole scam?" Mm.
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 Um, well, I've never been in an open relationship. I'm not
Okay.
against open relationships. I know people who
Mhm.
Okay.
have been in open relationships and been in them for 5 to 10 plus years.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, like they've had like a fit, like it's been good. I think it's all about what you set, like any relationship, right? I think it's all about the boundaries that you set within the two of you, right? And so
Yeah.
I think that it could work. I think that for me personally, and what I've learned from the people that have been in open relationships, they've set a rapport and a rhythm with themselves before they started
Mhm.
opening the door to allow other people either into the bedroom together or separate, however, whatever the cocktail mix that they came up with
Mhm.
for
Mm.
their relationship. So I think that honestly, like I said earlier, I'm not somebody that fits into a box. So I don't ever fit into societal norms. So I
Mhm.
think you should do whatever is right for you and that partner or potential partner.
Do you
That's
think
fair.
you'd be open to an open relationship?
100%. And I'll tell you
That's
why.
beautiful.
I'll tell you why. I know that I'm not going to give you everything that you need. There's
Yeah.
things that
Mm.
there's things that I just at this point in my life right now I don't do. I haven't gotten up there yet, or I've tried it. It's not for me, and I'm a connector of spiritual energy. So if we connect that realm, and it's like, oh, I like these things and I don't like that, and I'm like, well, you might need to go find that from somebody else. Just know where your home base is always at. Know where to
Yeah.
respect. So that's kind of the relationship that I would build with that partner is
Right.
that we need to respect the home base and understand that this is our foundation. We are here to support and love each other. And you
Yeah.
only
Mm.
going out to get this one or two things because that's still 40% to your 60% here.
Mm. Yeah.
Don't get that
Mm.
switch. Don't get that switch
It sounds
up.
like a more of like a ethical non-monogamous like relationship, and that's usually my
Yeah, like a
standpoint.
nesting partner and then,
Yeah.
open to whatever else.
Yeah.
Okay, we
Yeah.
did
Yeah.
just get a viewer submitted question via the chat.
Ooh.
So how important do you Lamar asks, how
Okay.
important do you think it is to discuss past relationships?
Uh,
Mm.
I think that I think it's important when it's needed to
For context.
explain context. So explaining, showing your growth, showing things that you're not interested in anymore and why you're not interested anymore. If there's red
Mm.
flags that are starting to peek its head from that particular person you're dating, and you go,
Right.
you show characteristics of X, Y, and Z, because also it can show that it's triggering me, right? And I need to
Mm.
let you
Yeah.
know that these characteristics trigger me because I dealt with a person who was this way, who was narcissistic, who was abusive, things like that. So I think it's very important to have those healthy conversations about previous relationships when it's contextual to building the solid foundation of what you and that person are trying to build.
Mm.
Absolutely.
That's what I think. I don't think you should know every fucking relation. I don't. There's no need to go through.
Yeah.
If you had 20 of
Yeah.
them, you don't need to go through all of them. Just pinpoint
Right.
the ones that, in the moments of these particular people, and how you had
The
to move
lessons learned.
through that, and what
Yeah.
you
What's
learned from
important?
those things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm. So you're
Beautiful.
not concerned about like a body count. That's something that you're not concerned about.
girl. I used to cruise, so who am I to judge?
Work.
Look.
Love that. Love that.
Who am
I
I
like.
to
I
judge
used
you?
to be. I used to really care about just my number. And I used to really think I was this virtuous woman. So I'd be like, oh, when people be like, over like 12, I'd be like, how do you manage? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh.
you know what I mean? I really thought that meant something. And then as I got older, I'm like, I should have been fucking. You know what I'm saying?
I
I
was
should
gonna say
have
we
really
have a
been
whole
out here.
lifetime to
Should
live.
have been
Why are we
out here.
limiting the beauty? Why do you
I should have
limit
been having
yourself?
fun. I should
The
have been
love.
learning. But I
When
was
Jill
so
Scott
busy
said we're
trying
not
to,
fucking enough. Like
you
we're
know what
not
I'm saying?
having
We
sex
not.
enough.
Something something in society told us that it was wrong, right?
Yeah.
Something where it told us that you're not being virtual, or no one's going to love you if you are.
Yeah.
Especially
Hmm.
I know women get that a lot. You
A
know what I
lot
mean?
we do. We
You get that a
do.
lot, especially from men, and then you be looking at you looking at these MFs, and you go like, you ran through the whole block, you ran through the
Yeah.
whole family,
It's
like
a policing type of tactic in which I've
Hmm.
outgrown when in
Yeah.
my early 20s, and I was like, listen, look, as long as it's safe, as long as it's consensual, and as long as we having fun, let's keep the party going.
Rock
And
and
that and
roll.
those are the three main things. As long as it's safe, consensual, and fun, because like let's have fun. Like
Yeah.
I don't think
This is
also
our
people are having
time.
fun with their sex.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
being
then
honest
also,
about
I
what they
feel
like.
like you need to take the time to learn what you like and what you don't like.
Yes,
A lot of like my
yes,
first and early sexual experiences, I like to always say that it was like, it felt like natural selection. Like it would just be like what would be happening to me versus like me actually being like, oh, I actually don't like that.
like
But it
this.
would just be
Yeah,
like, I would let so much of it be controlled by the way people would approach me. So like just the fact that somebody approached me, I'm like, oh, well, I guess we're gonna do it like that. Then you know what I mean? I
yeah,
wasn't really like taking control or realizing that I had control in the situation. Like I
yeah,
yeah.
really just used to let it happen. But then I was like, what? You turn around. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know
One
what
silly
I'm
faucet
saying?
thing.
Actually, you
Turn
know what? It's my
around.
birthday today. You know what I'm saying? So I really wish I would have come to that headspace earlier
Mhm.
than the time when but either way, thankful to be where I am now. You know what I mean?
amen, amen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You
Vina,
want me
you
to
want to
ask
take
the
the
ant?
next viewer question?
I got it. So Ant asks, "How do you have more sex with someone with a low libido?"
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, that's a tricky one. I
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, Mr. Big, if you want to go or if Rich
You
you
got
want to go,
something
I'm
on
gonna
your
the
tongue. Go
floor.
ahead, sis. You got
Yeah, what's
Listen,
something.
it?
I
It
think
sound
it's
like you got something you want
I
to
was
say.
gonna
Sis.
say, listen, on my heart, on my tongue, on my heart. I think it's all about the manners of like having a conversation and especially like asking what do they like, really getting into the likes and things like that, and especially like if you are getting to know somebody or if you've already been with somebody or even in like a long-term relationship, like okay, it seems like this doesn't really turn you on, what other things can we explore that might pique your interest, or even,
Mm-hmm.
and this is I think as I grow older I'm taking so much heed to my health. I've done it before, but like now that I'm getting so much older, if like baby, if you want, we gonna go to like the doctors and figure it out, or like maybe we could get some like another professional type of opinion that would be helpful.
Yeah.
But it's all about the manners of having conversation, because I feel like when there's disconnect and intimacy, some people may feel like, oh, they are being selfish or they're holding out. It's like, actually, no, there might be something wrong with me, and we need to have a
Something's
conversation
wrong.
about like
Yeah.
something's going on. So, yeah, that's my thing. Just the conversation, like communicating and doing it well, not just, you know, I know everyone has needs, but also at the same time, it's like if we're in using the Venn diagram situation, if we're connected in this type of way, we need to have a conversation where it's like, all right, this is what I need, this is what you need. How can we both come to a middle ground? And it may
Yeah.
Yeah,
be something deeper. It may not be just, hey, I'm just not feel like it may be something deeper that either both of y'all don't know about, you know?
yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
I agree with everything you said, and I'll just tack on. You have the conversation prior to you even making that, if that's your partner,
Yeah.
a continuous sexual partner, or even in a relationship, right? You should
Mhm.
have had that type of conversation in the beginning. I would say I will employ anybody to have those types of
Yeah.
conversations. Because you'll learn a lot. Honestly, I'm talking to somebody, I've been getting to know somebody. We're long distance, but it's anyway, that's not the point. We had a conversation, and one of the things that is still new. So one of the things was he has a high sex drive, and I said, "Oh, I don't really care about sex like that." So if that's a thing for you, then
Mhm.
we might just need to be friends,
Yeah.
because I know that I'm not going to satisfy you in that way. And if you're not looking to build and then maybe possibly open the relationship up later down the line, then it's never going to work. We're going to be
Right.
fighting and bumping heads all the time. So if it's
Mhm.
already a red flag, but not really because we had a conversation about it, right? So it's not a red flag. And I didn't put on a mask and say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna do that to you, and this is, or you gonna do this, and we're gonna be able to fuck. We're gonna fuck 3 times a day." I didn't
Yeah.
come and say that, and I'm telling you, that's not really just who I am as a person right now. And I'm already almost 40, so I don't think that's gonna change, right?
Yeah.
Like, I don't really think it's gonna change. So, I might not be the person for you when it comes to that, and then
Yeah.
you need to be okay with that.
And I think
Absolutely.
context around like timing is important with this as well. Because if this is a situation where like y'all have been in a partnership and you notice the change in the libido, maybe at one point it was a little higher. And like you said, it might have been a masking thing. They might have been doing that to please you, to keep you in the relationship, and then realize like, I can't keep up with this.
Yeah.
Or if it's like y'all been in a relationship for a long time and it's just not as exciting or fun anymore. That's something
It's
else, like you
not.
said, a discussion you need to have. I also
Yeah.
think what you said about like getting help is
Health, it's
important
a
because
health
it could
issue.
just
Yeah,
Yeah,
really
because people
be
yeah.
be
like,
experiencing things and
yeah,
traumas associated with sex, like sexual
Stress,
abuse, like
stress, food,
yeah,
everything,
stress.
all of that.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
hmm
yeah.
yeah. So
So
we
it's
just got
important.
another viewer submitted question.
Oh, they coming
How?
in.
Okay,
Look,
they
we
peaked. You know what I
active.
mean?
We
Right.
active.
They want to know, Lamar. This is also Lamar. Lamar asks, how do you establish or start the conversation around boundaries with physical touch when it comes to romantic partners and friendships?
Mm,
Now, I think for me, I am a very affectionate person. I love to, like, I'm very much if I'm laughing, I'm finna touch you.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And also, if like, I'm a person who, if we're sitting next to each other, I don't mind if our thighs touch a little bit. You know what I mean? Or I'm also a person who, like, when you be in a club or at a party and somebody will like walk past you and they might like touch your lower back or something like that. Like, I like that. You know what I mean? But I know that a lot of people are not like that, and they don't like that, and they don't really love people touching them right away. And I've also, as I've gotten older, I don't mind being touched certain kinds of ways. So to give
Okay.
an example, I was at the Royal Blue like a few nights ago,
Ooh,
and
love
this
Royal Blue.
girl, I'm standing, that little stair area where you can like look over the dance floor.
Yes.
So I'm standing right there looking over the dance floor. And I hear this girl, I see her a few times kind of like peeking up at me. And I'm pretty sure the view from the dance floor is all she can really see is my rear end. Because you know what I'm saying? You down there, I'm up here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I heard her like, she kept like saying something, kind of like pointing for a minute. And then finally she starts making her way up the stairs. And I hear her literally saying something like, big, fat, juicy ass, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, is she talking to me like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, and as she got closer, she walked right up to me, both hands,
Oh,
grabbed my ass.
is that
And I
not
remember
harassment?
turning around and looking at her. and then grabbing her hands off my body and just like placing them like this away from my body. And then she goes, "Oh, my bad. Was that too much?"
Yes,
Absolutely, dude.
lady.
Absolutely,
Because
it
I was
was.
like, I'm
What do
sorry.
you mean? You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean? So, like,
No.
for me, it's all about like now. I'm reading the room constantly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even though I might want to reach out and like tap your shoulder for laughing and having a good time, I'll kind of do a little temperature check first to be
Yeah.
like, is this really the vibe or am I taking it too far? You know what I'm saying? Just
Yeah.
because I know in those situations, like when she grabbed me like that, I felt violated as hell.
That's
You know what
sexual
I'm saying? I'm like,
harassment. Like
right,
you,
Somebody just put
child.
that in
I'm
the
sorry that
chat.
happened to you, Rich.
Assault.
I'm so
assault,
sorry that
right?
happened to you. I'm
Literally
so sorry
Yeah,
that
I'm
happened to
sorry
you.
assault.
too.
Like
Yeah.
that's wild.
Yeah, I actually do not like to be touched unsolicited in out in public spaces. I do not like the lower back touch. I do like because my natural New York come in. So if you touch me like that, I'm turning around like I'm turning around like I'm about to take your head off. And I'm not even a
That's what's
fighter,
up.
but I'm about to take your head off. And they go, "Damn," and there's somebody I know. And they go, and I'm like, oh, and they're like, yo, you was about to take my head off. I'm like, yeah, I actually do not like to be touched
Yeah.
Yeah.
voluntarily. Like I didn't know who you was and things like that. So out in the public, I'm not necessarily for that. And no shade. Sometimes I've gotten like I literally was in out of the country and a guy reached over to see my tat. A guy reached over, and I'm not even in a gay space. Reached over and like looked at my tat. I looked up and I was like, "Oh, he fine." So I'll let him continue.
Ah,
And then so
no.
I ain't gonna hold you. Sometimes there's
He's like,
exceptions to the rule.
okay,
Right. Okay.
Lord,
But
yeah, no,
my natural look is disgust. Like, yo, what's good? Like, who is this? Like, why are
yeah,
you
Right.
violating my space? I'm a New Yorker, so you don't go up in too many
yeah.
people's faces. You don't even go up. You know what I mean? So that's number one. Now, the question was, how do you convey that? I'm direct a lot, so I like to tell people, but I like to tell them, like, say it softly, like, hey, I noticed that you like to hold hands when we in a club or something, or you typically touch my shoulder, or you touch, do something, whatever way that you deem inappropriate. Tell them like, hey, I actually do not, like that. And if there's somebody you love, I think that you should never have real confrontation with friends. I think it should be conversations
Mhm.
that we're having to
Yeah,
discover new things
Hmm.
about each other. That's what it should be.
Right.
So it should be a safe
Hmm.
space for you to say that. And and also give them a time for adjustment because their love language may be physical touch. So they
yeah,
just show admiration through touch. So you have to then allow them space to
to do
respect your
that.
new boundary, especially if
Hmm.
they've been doing it for a little bit of a time now and you've
Right.
now started to say something. Now, when it comes to intimacy with a partner, I still think that you should be communicating this. I think that we need to learn. We talked about relationships and dating. We need to learn to date ourselves. We need to learn to be
Yeah,
loving ourselves so that when you love yourself, the conversations that you're having with your potential future partner that you want to consider to go down that route, it's not like a tug of war. It's you just
Right.
being vulnerable and letting this
absolutely.
person know this is who you are. Like when I told the person I'm not sexual, and it wasn't to diminish him, but I said you can like what you want.
But that's just
I
not me.
want you to still be your beautiful self. But I'm
Hmm.
being honest with you because I don't want to continue to roll around. I don't want to continue to let this grow. And I know that I'm never going to be able to do what you want me to do.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I
Hmm.
know that right now.
Mm.
So it's about being honest with yourself to save yourself the heartache the long way down. We think that we're saving ourselves
Yeah.
by being quiet or protecting them. No, you're hurting yourself because it's rotten inside. You
Yes.
get what
Mhm.
And
I'm
I hate when
saying?
people say like, "Oh, well, I didn't want to hurt your feelings." You don't know my
No,
feelings.
no, 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 no. You
They're
don't
mine.
gotta. No, 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 no.
Like
They're
my
my
Tell
girl
me
feelings.
said,
right now.
stop policing me. Like my girl said
Right.
earlier,
Yeah.
stop
Don't.
policing
I
me.
don't want nobody to.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't want to hurt your feelings. Don't worry about my feelings. I want to know the
Tell me what
truth.
it
I want to hear the
is.
truth.
Yeah, so we
Yeah.
know. So we don't gotta freaking go through these loops and bounds and gymnastics, the mental gymnastics of it all. Like it's too
Hmm.
much. Yeah, I'm a so I'm gonna make it quick. When I love people and like my people, I'm a very physical type of person, like physical love touch type of girl. Like I love the little like I be stimming, like I be like, oh my gosh, like I just wanna touch your cheeks.
Touch my hand. Touch my
Right, like, oh
hand.
my God, touch my hands. I like to do that in like in little short frames though. I don't like to like make it longer than what it needs to be. Now for like
Yeah.
romantic partners, I love little subtle things. Like I love a little love tap. You know, I love a little like you rub on my back of my back and like you look me in the eyes
Damn.
and you walk away. Like
Yes. Yes.
I don't like the and I don't know. I'm a little I don't want to say complex, but I think it's like I love subtle things, but I don't do too
Yeah.
much. Like don't have your hand and you rocking me in front of everybody. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, back up. Like but like also at the same time, like leaning for a kiss and then like back up, and I'll be like, wait, like I'm like, oh, okay, I see what we're
No,
doing here. Like,
subtlety is really key,
make it
especially when
subtle.
it comes to
So,
like PDA.
I love it too, girl. I love it too.
Yeah, like subtlety in PDA is the best. I remember I dated this guy one time, and it was our first time ever like really being out like in public together. And so we went to like a flea market. And so I'm like looking at stuff. And I remember like at first he like, you know, like I'd be looking at something. He like slick, like touch my backside or something. And I was like, all right, this is fun. You know what I mean?
yeah, it's
At first.
fun.
But like after like the third time, I'm like, bro,
Like,
relax.
yeah, no,
You
don't do
know?
too
And then it
much.
was a point where we were like standing in line getting food. And my man's had his hand just in my back pocket. And I was like, I literally had to be like, okay, now we have to have a conversation because this is getting
Yeah,
crazy. Like, it's
Oh,
nothing back there right now. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's
chill out.
cute
yeah.
though. That's
It's
cute.
cute. It's cute to a certain extent, and
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. Like the conversations, like with my friends, it evolves, and the boundaries are not like unless I have like one of my best friends. She's not a real touchy person, but like she knows I am, and I'll be like real, hey girl, and I'll like be reserved and like, can I get a hug? She's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, and like
Uh,
that, like but it's not too
I
much,
just
and
like,
it's not a lot. Yeah,
yeah, I
good.
just like for it to feel like it's for me. The moment that it's like too much, it feels like this is for everybody else.
For
You
everybody
just
else to
want,
see.
yeah,
And if that's
it
something that you're
like,
into, we can have a
right.
conversation about that. Like,
Right, because I'm like, you hold my ass cheek while we waiting for Chinese food feels like a show for these people, not for
uh,
you know what I'm saying. Like, it don't feel like you just trying to convey affection to me. It feels like you want somebody. It almost feels like you're trying to just show
It's
ownership
warm
of
back
something.
there. He trying to
right.
keep
No,
the
it is
bridges
that.
warm.
It is that.
It's
You know what I
warm.
mean? It definitely is. You know, an easy
Cozy,
bake
you
out.
know?
No.
hmm
You want
But
me to
that, it
take
just
the
felt like too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
Like
too
just holding
much.
it there. I'm like, all right, chill. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
All right, Vina, you
Mm-mm.
want to take the next viewer question?
Yes. Nova asks, what is a kink slash fetish for or adult thing that you enjoy that you wish you enjoyed in your younger years? Oh, that's cute.
Oh.
That's cute. That's cute. Let me think.
I know, right? I'm like, let me think.
Let
What
me
I'm
think
doing
in my
now that I
younger
didn't do then?
years.
Um.
Mm, mm,
Oh, we just got another viewer submitted question. I'll kind of touch on this. I think that earlier, again, how I was saying, like, I let a lot of my like hooking up and stuff feel like natural selection, so I wasn't really in charge of like what I wanted. But now it's like very strict over here. So like, anytime it's even if it's a hookup, I'm very much like, here are the things that must happen. If you're going to come into my home, you must do this. You must do that. I'm also not like, if you have a laundry list of things that you already just don't do or won't want to do, then just stay home. You know what I'm saying? Because if the mood strikes and I actually want to put your toe in my mouth, then I want to do that, and I want to feel like I can do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I do that, but I'm not saying I don't do that. But what I'm saying is I want to be able
who
to feel
knows?
like that it can happen. I don't want to be in here. You like, oh, remember I said no this. Remember I said no that.
So is it
Remember
like
I
the
said
kink of like having like rules to like somebody has to have to abide by your rules? Is that I don't know is that a kink?
no.
Is that
I would
a
just say this is more like just an adult thing. I don't really
adult thing?
have.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't really have like a kink. Because one, for me, I've always been funny about the line of where, like, is this just something you like? And then when does it become a kink or a fetish?
got you. Okay,
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, I like doing that. Is it something I'm going to go to a full convention about? No.
no,
You know what I'm
okay,
saying? So, like,
that makes
what is
sense.
the line on that? That's always been fuzzy for me. So I don't think I have any, like, these are my kinks. And then also,
Right.
like, how much of it, is a kink where it's like, can you not, finish a climax without that happening? And then if that's the case, how did you get to that point? You know what I'm saying? Like to me, it's like a lot of cloudiness around
I was
that.
gonna
So
say what I
I
think.
don't have any identifiable like
Things,
kinky thing.
but that's the
You know what I mean?
adult thing that you like to have
Yeah, like
with the
I do
rules.
like to
Got you.
know that you're coming in with an open mind, hopefully an open mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like I like those concepts.
I don't. Yeah, I can't think of one right now. Because mother did a lot of things in her younger years, but
Okay.
I can't really think of like a kink that I do now that I didn't explore, in my younger 20s. You know what I mean? I can't think of
Hmm.
anything. I mean, I'm thinking maybe like the toe sucking thing could be one thing because I don't think I did that a
Okay.
lot when I was younger. And I still don't suck at everybody's toes or get my toes sucked by everybody. And I did get my toes sucked when I was younger. It blew my mind when this motherfucker sucked mine. I was like, oh
Yeah, like
shit.
what happened? This is
Listen,
new.
I'm not even gonna hold you on. The first time it ever happened to me, I felt you know how when Raven would have the visions and she'd be like,
I'm screaming.
"Yeah,
I'm
that's how it was,"
screaming.
and I will never forget it. I was literally on the stairs of some random man's townhouse, and I just remember he lifted up my foot and
Is
put my
there?
foot in his mouth, and I just remember like literally raising my arm, like I will never forget it. So it was an
Yeah.
experience for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I have. Well, I think maybe one I could probably pinpoint now that I exercise as an like more me being more older rather than like when I was younger. I guess like sex talk. Like I used to think that it was so like like it used to be so cringy sometimes. Like sometimes and I would like of course you see the porns and then you see like,
Hmm.
other people's videos and stuff like that. Like Twitter would had a plethora of them and I'm like, wow, okay, that sounds kind of whatever. And I have like a very alto-ish, very, my voice is not as high as most women. So like I'm
It's
wondering
sultry.
like yeah, it's like, well, I wonder how that I wonder how that sounds and like even the responses sometimes like I remember when I was younger and we was in the midst of doing the do and I said something and he didn't respond back like, oh my God, did that sound
Oh, that's
terrible?
the
Did that
worst
that
feeling.
sound stupid? And I think I had like stopped for like a little bit and I was like, I'm never talking during this. But I liked it. But I'm like
Yeah.
also me personally, like it's a thing with me, like I just like I was like, but now yeah, we're gonna
You
ask whose
chirping
it
like a
is.
canary.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna say whose it is, why you're doing it, do you like it, and
Hmm.
how about you do it this way again? You know what I'm saying? Like we're gonna
I
do the
think that
things.
might I think I might add that too. I think that the more verbal. I don't think I was
Yeah,
as verbal as I like. I like the verbalness. I like
Oh,
the
yeah,
talk,
yeah.
like, and not only full fledged conversation, but like that
Yeah, just
guiding talk. That I'm
the
yeah.
enjoying
rhythm, the
this. Do it
grunting,
like
the moaning.
Oh my
Yeah,
God,
yeah,
yeah. Like it's so good
yeah,
now. I'm like, yes, let's hear what you got to say. Not
yeah,
too much, but
yeah.
just enough. But yeah, when I was younger, I was like, I don't know if I don't know if I could
No,
do all that.
there are a few things that will get me to stop the music during sex. One is if you're not making any sound.
Oh my
If
God.
you're not making any sounds, I'm really gonna flick the light on. Is everything okay? Do we need to talk? Is there something on your mind? Like, are
Yeah.
you preoccupied?
I
Another
told somebody.
thing.
Yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say I told somebody that it was boring one time. I was like, you did. I said, you don't talk. He said, I don't talk like that in general. I knew him, and I was like, oh, you're boring. I said it right.
Yeah,
We were
Oh,
fucking
that's
like
gonna hurt
yeah,
you.
yeah.
in the minute. I said, oh, you're boring. And he should have knew we're never having sex again.
Hmm. Another thing that'll make me stop the music is when you're being too rough. I am
Yeah,
a flower. Don't come in here trying to knock my
don't
petals off.
don't
Do
try to
not.
do all that.
Yeah.
Like,
The moment
Wah,
that like
wah,
I
wah,
feel
wah,
that grip
wah,
getting a little
wah,
too tight, I'm gonna be like, hey,
how about we take a
everything
pause
all
here?
right? Yeah,
Right.
I feel that aggression. Is that I feel like it's directed towards something else. Do you want to talk about it?
This is
We can
not for
stop.
me.
Right, we can stop. But I don't like how you grab my arm like that. I don't like that.
Mm-mm.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Nope.
I remember one time being literally folded up to a point that I like kind of felt my breath being restricted, and I literally jumped off my own bed.
I'm like, wait a minute,
Yeah,
time
I'm
out.
like in a corner, and he's like, "Is everything all right?" I'm like, "Is it? Is everything all
Because we
right?"
need you
I
to
don't know.
evaluate your position, brother. Because
You know what I'm saying?
why
Because
am I in
I
this
know you
way?
felt me trying to break free from your grip, and you didn't let up. that was a
Sometimes
little
people
scary
don't know how
for
to
me.
read body language though, and that's also a very much of like a big of a skill too. Like reading body
Mm.
language and also like consent while in the movement of it. I know a lot of people think like, oh, it's corny. You know, like some people like it when people just like just do it or whatever case may be. And yeah, you could just do it, but also at the same time, like, oh, do you like when I do this? And that's asking for some consent. Like, yeah, I do. Like, okay, I'm gonna keep doing it. Like, or like, oh, do you will you like it if I do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you like that?
Hmm.
If then they're like, no, not really. Okay, well, let's try it a different way. And like,
Right.
yeah, having that. Woo. But yeah, the verbal,
Verbal is
sister
it.
better
I
how to
think we could
learn it.
all raise our glass to the verbal.
To the verbal. I don't got a look, I got my candle.
There you go, to
There
the
we go.
verbal.
Thank you. Thank
All
you. I think
right.
that's yeah, I want to say go ahead, right?
We got one more viewer question from Steph. You want to take that one?
No, you can go ahead. I'm gonna
Okay.
let you go ahead.
All right. And this is gonna be a heavy lift. Okay. Steph asks, what are our thoughts on dating adult content creators?
Ooh.
Everybody getting quiet.
I don't think I ever really thought about it, to be honest,
Mm,
right? I don't think that was ever like an option for me, to be honest. Like, because
mm,
I've met them, but I don't think they're like they would want to bring that type of lifestyle to my life. I think
Mm.
people,
mm. That's
I'm gonna
interesting.
tell you, people. That's why I don't like to tell people certain things that I do. People check themselves out. They'll
Mm.
literally,
Yeah.
Definitely booing themselves off the stage.
yeah, they'll literally be like, "Oh, I'm not too much for you. You got this and this and this." Like I had people say, I was like, "I would like to go out to like grab a drink or get like a dinner." Oh, I got to get my stuff together. I'm looking at you like, "Do you not know how life is lived?
Okay.
We are putting one foot in front of the other."
I was gonna say keep my head above water, making a wake when I can. Cause
Are you
Lord,
kidding
Okay.
me?
like
I
And the
might have a
world is
direction of
literally
what I
on
want for my
fire.
life, but to think that I'm literally like, you know what I mean, putting posters in the pot and it is happening. No, baby, it's
no, I'm
hard.
living
It,
life.
Come on now,
I'm
over the
living it.
cauldron.
Yes, like so. I don't even think so. But would I be able to?
So, okay,
Oh,
here's how I feel.
Go
Go ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I try.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say, okay, I lied. During COVID, right before COVID, because this is right before, like, literally right before shutdown. I met an ex adult porn star and
Mm-hmm.
his lover.
Mm.
And I was definitely trying to be the third in
Er,
that. And I literally was just trying to be their consistent, sexual partner because the two of them didn't have sex with each other. But
Oh.
mm,
and it was an age difference too. Because
Oh.
the older guy liked to watch and got off on his partner watching and like getting da da da. Da. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. I'll be the only person. I get what I want. This is when, Rich Things was popping off. I knew I had things laid out for me. So I
Mm-hmm,
was like,
mm-hmm.
oh, we got things laid out. Like, this is great. I'm going to be traveling. So I know when I come
Come
home
on
from,
now.
a week or two, I could just
you
pop
do
right
that. Have
over.
that in
Whoop,
place.
whoop, 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 whoop,
Mm-hmm.
and I ain't gotta deal with the rest of the
Too
relationship
much.
parts
Right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Make it
while
plain.
I figure my career out, right? Like
Yeah.
this new situation. So I was gonna do that, I thought that was cute or whatever
That
it
would
is.
have been cute.
That would be cute.
Yeah.
I don't have no like closed mind about like dating. Well, it just
Girl, you dating
depends.
that man and he's banging everybody else back
I'm
out?
gonna say it depends because like what are we doing? Are we getting tested regularly? How are you having
They
your
have to
relationships
though.
with your they do, but some people,
Most of them have to.
some people
Yeah,
are
let's say
negligent.
a lot of these amateur, Twitter famous
They
girls, they not really getting to it like they should.
My biggest thing about sex is the number one thing is safety. So like, yeah. So it has to depend on like, how are you maneuvering with your co-stars, and is that like a relationship type of thing, or is that like, y'all just do the work thing? And it will be a complex thing for me. It will be like
Yeah,
in my
It's
head,
very complex.
the image around it is like tangled up headphones. I'm trying to like,
Yeah.
like
yes, I
I'm
love
trying
that
to get
metaphor. Yes,
look. I'm trying to get them
I love
untangled.
it.
Not saying that I can't have it or I wouldn't, I would be so close minded to explore because I'm very much a free spirit myself, but it's also
Mm-hmm.
like I like structure and I like to make sure like the yays are yays and nays and nays and the maybes we can discuss, and if
Mm-hmm.
anything else in that perimeter like or within anything else on those yays and nays we could also have a discussion about them like if we need to bring them back to the table, but it would have to be a lot of conversations. I wouldn't
Yeah,
be opposed to it, but because they need
yeah.
love too, they need whatever, and they need all the things. They need
Girl, it don't gotta come
companionship.
from you.
It don't though. It don't. It don't. I was just about to say, but does it have to come from me
Yeah, girl, it don't
Right.
gotta come from
specifically?
you.
I don't think so. But also at the same time, if like I said, it would have to be a lot of discussions, a lot of like figuring out where situations lie, and
Yeah.
yeah, and eh.
For
I'm
me,
gonna tell you, whoever asked, I will be open to having continuous sexual relationships with them. I can
Yeah.
answer
mm,
that right now off the top of my head. Yes, I
Mhm.
will take that down. Yes,
yeah.
I will. Yes, I will. I will not
James
Now
would
I
be
hesitate
like
feel
a
if I
like
can
lot.
for it.
for me, especially after a lot of different experiences in life, I feel like my initial thought to this question was like I'd be open to dating for sure because I'm definitely a person who believes like sex work is work. That's your
Yeah,
job.
yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I mean? So I'm open to like dating that, but when I thought about like building a relationship, two thoughts came to mind. The first thing was like, okay, them having sex with other people, even though it is for work, does not necessarily align with my idea of monogamy, which is my idea. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's the right way, the wrong way. It's how I, identify it.
Right.
But the second thing was though, I'm like, as I get older, yes, sex is nice, but it's not as important to me, like as it might have been 5 years ago. So I'm like thinking of a situation where like I can have all this like heavy romantic intention with someone and then like not have to have the pressure of like keeping up sexually because they're getting that from their work. That could kind of be a sweet deal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No, I'm not saying
Yeah.
100%. Again, I'm either way, but those are just my two schools of thoughts around it. Like, I'm like, if, and then our sex could be like a special thing. You know what I mean? Where we're
Yeah.
not just having sex because we're bored or because it's a Tuesday at 3:30 and we're both available. Now we're having sex because like, oh, we haven't had sex and it's like this, it's this thing when we get to now express
Yeah.
it to each other.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I
It's
mean?
I'm with you on
intentional.
that. Yeah, I'm with you
Yeah,
on that too. I'm with you on that. That's why it has to be the dating part and like getting to know you because I need to see where your mind is at because that
right.
Yeah.
changes a lot. That changes a lot of it for me.
Mm-hmm.
Especially as a person who doesn't need to have sex every day. So if you're getting that 3, 4 times a week for your work, then go what you're doing. Then we have something special together. So I
Exactly.
don't disagree with that standpoint. I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So we have a few games that we want to play
Oh
with
wow.
you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let it
and
go
then we're gonna
ahead.
wrap it up because we've been which I
Yapping.
I
It's been
love.
a
know. I
good
was like, oh, we
I
still
time.
love.
going. We still going. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna let Vena take the first game.
Are we doing a smash and pass?
Yeah, smash and
All
pass.
right. So this is a game of smash or pass, depending on coming from the scope of sitcoms, characters in sitcoms. All right.
Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Okay.
Are we
So we
ready?
want to think of them as they exist in the character or
In the
that version of
character.
themselves. So like them
Yeah.
from that time frame.
From that time frame. And this is the 90s. The 90s. The 90s.
Okay.
So all the
Okay.
men were fine in the 90s. All right.
So was the
First
women.
up. First up, we have T.C. Carson. That is Mr. Kyle Barker from Living Single.
Smash.
Smash or pass?
Smash immediately. And
I
y'all
knew
can
Smash.
the
feel free
Because
answer
to
first
that.
of all,
jump in the chat. We would love to hear y'all smashing passes in the chat as well. So feel free to throw it in. But yeah,
We
TC
clicked
listen.
like
Carson.
glue.
Yeah,
What?
okay.
Kyle Barker?
Kyle
That first
Okay.
of all,
Barker
that
Yeah,
voice.
yesterday,
sure.
Kyle
I'm a
Barker today, Kyle Barker tomorrow, Kyle Barker
forever.
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 Forever. Let me tell you something. I I love a good banter. I love a good witty banter between a partner. or just a potential partner, because it just has so much beautiful tension, so much sexual tension, so much whatever. And seeing him have that endurance with Maxine Shaw, attorney at law, I was like, you know what,
Mm-hmm.
this would be, and him just being
Ride the
so.
Maverick.
You look, he would dark skin, beautiful smile, the voice. I'm like, and you got the wit too. Yeah, we're going to town. Which
Okay.
town? Pound Town. Thank you.
And
Look,
it's
thank
a
you,
one
thank
way
you, thank
ticket.
you. One way ticket. I'm not coming
It's a
back.
one way ticket. I don't
I'm
need to
not
come back.
leaving. I'm
I'm
not
not leaving.
leaving.
We're staying
Right.
here.
Okay. The next one is Chico Ben. How you pronounce his last name? Benyon.
I would say Benimon.
Benimon.
Yeah.
It's Spencer from Half and Half. I don't
Oh,
know if you.
Smash.
For me, he's one of them ones where it depends on the lighting. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like
I like
it, you know what
Spencer.
I'm saying?
I
Because
thought he
there
was
I
were
didn't
some
cute.
really watch
episodes
Half and
where I'm
Half too
like,
much, so
"Ooh,
I
this
don't
is
know.
I
so
love Boys
bomb,"
Next
but then
Door.
some episodes where I'm like, I
No,
don't
I
know.
like Spencer. I like Spencer. He could definitely get it.
I like his big head. I love a big head.
You love a big head.
I love a big head, and I love very Negro features. You got a big nose. You got big lips.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
Uh,
love that
yeah.
shit. That's my favorite song. Turn it up.
thank you.
Okay? Yeah, I love that shit.
All
We're getting
Yeah.
a
right.
lot of smashes in the chat for Chico. People love Chico. We love that for him.
Beautiful.
Yes.
All right. Now we have Mr. Carl Anthony Payne, Cole from Martin.
It's a smash
Ah,
for me.
And it's Carl's character.
Cole's
Yeah, I mean either
character.
you can say Cole's character or Carl. Either one. But from that time period.
Cole's character. I don't know. You were
Character,
acting
I
too
don't know.
aloof.
I
You was
might
acting
just.
too aloof.
We got to be drunk. We got to be drunk. Is a '90s thing. You know what I mean? It's a '90s thing. Y'all know what
It's
I'm talking about. But
Yes.
like him outside his character, yes, because
him
he's
outside
even
his
him.
character. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh
He's
y'all
yeah. Absolutely.
okay,
Cole
I'm
gives
gonna say
me.
something controversial yet brave. I like him a little dumb. I do. Like
Not
Ah,
controversial.
Cole for me, he was that right amount of like naive.
Witherspoon.
Yeah, yes. And I would be like, oh baby, that's so funny. You so crazy. Like yeah. I
but
like
he
it
be
I like it a little bit.
serious. And
I
he
like
be
it a little bit.
serious. I
So
think
I
this
would
gives me too much of puppy. Like I can't. I can't. I
yeah,
can't.
that's
He
fair.
stayed with a girl though, child.
He do.
Okay.
Look, he
Because
did.
Big
He
Shirley
did. He
wasn't going
did.
nowhere.
Remember, he was dating a
Okay.
girl. He was dating a girl that was an actor, and she did
Oh,
the crime
Shanice.
movie.
Yep.
Yes.
Shanice. Mm-hmm.
All right. Next up
Listen,
on our
Francis
list,
in the chat says dumb is a definite pass no matter how fine you are. You know what, Francis? I respect that. I respect that.
because
Sometimes, sometimes
you
we don't
can't
even
be
get to
dumb.
exchange too many words, Francis. So therefore, I might smash them and don't even know they done.
Lord,
And there's
Lord,
something to that. Okay. There's something to that.
there's
I got to
something
speak
Okay.
there.
through. So, guys, who's next? Who's next on the block?
We have Mr. Sean Baker Russell from Living Single. So Khadijah, when she had her
Flavor
magazine,
magazine.
Flavor
Yeah.
magazine, and he was Jamaican, the one with the Jamaican accent.
Oh, 100% smash.
Smash! I love me some Russell. He got that look. I love a man with
Even with
some
that fake Jamaican accent. Love him.
fake. No, for
Okay.
real. Like I
Because I
love a
think he's
man with
really
some.
British, isn't he?
He's British.
I think so.
He not Caribbean.
He definitely not.
Really?
Yeah. I think he might be British. I could be wrong. It could be the
I
wine,
didn't do
but
my further
I think
research
he's
to see where
British.
he's at now. I just know Russell. He had some feisty to him. He had some spice. He was
Yeah.
he was always questioning Khadijah, going back and forth a little bit. It's a little punchline in there, or whatever the case
And
may
the
be.
way he used to pine after Regine.
Yes,
Yes, in my big busty ass. Like I loved it.
I
And then
love
That
when
was
me
they
a
did
a
night.
that
look.
recipe of the beanies and the beaters.
That
Yes,
was the epitome of a Brooklyn New Yorker. So
Yes.
yes to that in the '90s.
in the
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
'90s for
yes.
sure.
Timberland boots, baggy pants.
Baggy
Yes,
jeans. Yeah,
yes,
the recipe.
Yes,
It was a
yes,
recipe for sure.
I love
yes.
So
it.
they kind of mixed in the chat. So we getting some smashes, but we also got a pass on Russell.
Pass.
A pass on
I
Russell.
love me some Russell. I love me
Mm-hmm.
some Russell. I love Russell. I love Russell. He was funny. He was funny for sure. All right, next we have Darius McCray. That is Mr. Eddie Winslow. No, it's a pass for me.
I
Yeah,
don't
It's a
know,
pass.
guys.
Eddie
I kind
Winslow
of
when he
like
was the
Eddie Winslow. I
Mm,
thought he was
yeah Eddie
cute.
Winslow.
mm-mm.
But
Yeah,
he
I'm gonna
was
have to
kind of
pass on
cute.
that one.
I just,
That's fair.
he is
That's
just,
fair.
it's just, as my people would say, it's just something on him. I just,
Now, if you said
Mm.
Malcolm Jamal Warner,
rest in peace. Ah,
yes, recipe. Now, if you said Malcolm, because I feel like they were twins for me at a
no,
young
they
age. I
were,
didn't.
and that's what I was thinking. I was like, wait, are you talking
Or
about?
like they existed in the same universe, like they went to the same school.
Yeah, and they passed by. They
Yeah.
was friends. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. Malcolm Jamal Warner, yes, absolutely. But Eddie Winslow,
Nah, nah,
so
Yeah.
hell no.
That's
Not
nah.
fair.
Eddie Winslow, so hell no.
Yeah, nah,
I
nah.
just don't. It's something on him. I just.
Yeah.
I don't think. Mm-mm.
He
All
looks like
right.
the type that like you'll invite him over and he'll just do something dumb. Like after y'all finish, he'll
It
like
just
take the
looked like,
change
why
off your
would you do
nightstand
that?
or something. Like, why would you do
Like he
that?
looks like
Like
somebody you would be like, why would you do that? And he'll try to give.
yeah.
He'll try to justify it, and it's like,
You just didn't need to do that. You know what I'm saying? Now you can't ever come over here again.
never. We're never speaking. You can never come over
He
Right.
here
does. He
anymore.
does like he corny and childish. He does.
Yeah,
I
like
can't.
why would you do that?
Mm-mm. All right. The last person on our list, John Marshall Jones, the dad from Smart Guy. Now, let me do my research real quick.
I don't know how he look.
He was like, okay, he. I'm trying to. So, do y'all remember the brothers on Smart Guy? It was like Taj Mowry was the like
And
smart guy.
then, yeah,
Then Omar, is it Omar Gooding?
Gooden. Yeah, Omar Gooden. Yeah,
Was
I
the
think it was
older brother?
Omar. Was it Omar?
I think it was Omar.
Oh, I see who you talking about now.
Yeah,
Uh,
he was
mm,
like, it was like daddy vibes. Like, yeah, it's a yeah for me. I'm smashing.
It's a. I will go on a date with you to see what you're about.
I will go on a date with him to see what he's about. Absolutely, yes. I will go on a date with him just to catch lunch a couple of times. We will catch. We will be like the
You're
lunch
catching lunch.
dinner.
I'm gonna be lunch because I'm
I'm not.
smashing.
No,
I'm
I think we
smashing
will
on break.
catch lunch.
Now, if
That's
my
funny
girl,
though.
now I'm gonna tell you. Now, if my girlfriend told me she had it and she know the piece, she know just give it a little
Yeah.
something.
You know that is so
Then,
funny.
Then yes.
We.
change that joint
Okay.
around,
That's
baby.
it.
There is no question. No, I was smashing on break. I remember watching that show and be like, he's such a
Such a
father.
father,
He's such a dad. You know
a
what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
provider.
a father. Yeah.
yeah.
So, all
Oh my
right.
goodness.
Our next game, and this will be our conclusion, our cap of the evening.
Oh,
So our next game is called High Vibe or Low Vibe. So I'm gonna just throw out a phrasing or sentence, and then you'll say if it's high vibrational or low vibrational.
okay.
Cool.
Okay.
And this is
Cool.
meant to be like rapid fire, but like we can divulge a little bit. You know what I mean? Okay. So first up, splitting the bill on a first date. Is that high vibrational or low vibrational?
Low
All right.
vibration.
Ooh, okay. Why would you say high? Why would you say low?
Ladies first. Ladies first.
Okay, it de- now it depends on what is the how did we get to the first date? Did you ask me or
mm,
did I offer? I don't mind, like, let me be clear. I don't mind splitting the bill,
mm-hmm,
but I think it's just courtesy if we're going on a first if it's considered a first date, or if you're extending the invitation and you are
mm-hmm.
courting me. Now, if we're friends, cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Like, I was supposed to be cool. But if you're courting me, I'm a very I come my father did like does it, from my family, we're very considerate.
Traditional.
Yeah, but yeah, like if you're courting me and you're asking me out and we're going on the first date and we have to split it, I'm kind of like, And if there was a conversation beforehand, like you're telling me, like, hey, I'm not really, I get it. Hard times. Listen, times are hard and friends are few. So I get it. I get it. If we have a conversation about that beforehand, cool. I'm not going, I get it. But if you are courting me and you say, "Hey, I would like to take you out for dinner," and we go out to dinner, and you're like, "Yeah, waiter, split it right down the middle," I'm gonna be like, I wonder,
Mm.
I wonder where your manners came from. But
Mm.
that's just me. That's just
Got it.
me. That's just me. It comes with a whole bunch of other things. Like that's just me.
No,
That's
that's
just
Okay.
respect. That's respect.
yeah.
Um, I don't mind splitting the bill. I don't think that any one person should take that. I do agree with you though. Oftentimes it's so somebody put mid, and I do agree with that. Oftentimes, if I am taking you out, I will have the mental note. If I ask, I will have the mental note that I might have to pay for the whole date. But
Right.
honestly, my first dates have always been something low key, so I don't mind paying for them. So
Oh, okay.
I do coffee dates, cafes, lunch, ice cream, and walk. Like, I don't even know if I want to pay money on anything with you or spend more than
Right.
45 minutes with
Yeah.
you. So, therefore, before we even get to that, I'm doing things that are low anyway. So, we're doing things that are high vibrational, but low in
Low
cost
cost.
because the
Low in
goal
cost.
low in
That's
cost. So,
smart.
it's
Come on,
always going to
Mr.
be
Bake with the
because
recipe. High
That's
yeah, because
vibration,
smart.
low
lunch is
cost.
what? Lunch is what? $20 on max. Like right now, average 25 maybe. Like a regular lunch.
Yeah, like if
Yeah.
you're getting a
Like
lunch
a regular lunch.
special.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. And I'm not really into like the whole like if we. This is just me though. I'm not like if somebody takes me on a date and they're paying for it. I'm not like let me get the lobster, the steak, the filet mignon,
Right, right,
the
right.
escargot, the all this and the third. Like I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
yeah, you get two
So
scoops of ice cream,
yeah,
sis, and a walk.
yeah. Like it's not all of that. But if we go, yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah,
I get it. You're right. I think we're the same. I get what you mean though.
Yeah.
I get it. I
like
get it. I get it. I get it.
yeah, no.
All
Yeah.
right. Up next, high vibe or low vibe. Dating someone who is a part of an extreme fandom. So like a Barb or somebody who's in the Beehive, like somebody who literally is like a part of their personality.
Oh. I
A
never
part of their
dated
personality.
Now, the Barbs and the Beehive are just examples. Like this could literally be a fandom of anything. So they could be like
I'm gonna
extreme
say low
Like
vibrational.
Dallas
anime.
Cowboy fans, where
I'm
it's
gonna say
like,
low.
he might cancel the date because of the game. You know what I'm saying?
Mid
Like that
low.
kind of,
Mid
yeah,
low. Mid low.
mid low, mid
Mid
to
low. And the
low.
only reason I'm gonna tell you who I'm talking about because y'all probably fit in this box. It's those diehard cult Apple users, those cult
Uh,
Apple users. Because I'm an
don't get me
Android
started on
person.
that.
So baby, when that bubble turned green and they try to flip their wigs and they
Yes.
act like they about to have conniptions, yup, I hate
It's
them. I
so,
don't like them.
first
I
of
just
all,
like
it's
to
like,
FaceTime. Is that so wrong?
We can
Like,
still
yes, it
FaceTime,
is so
sister. We
wrong.
can FaceTime, sister.
uh
We can
We
figure
have
it out.
so
I
many
just don't
different
like,
apps that we can talk to each other on and show
right.
our faces.
It just feels so classist to me.
Yeah, it is
Like it
not
feels
I can
20. This
classist
is
understand
because you
not
that.
think that
29.
like
This is not
owning
2012.
a phone makes you a part of some elite group. Baby, we all had the choice. You know what I'm
We
saying? Like
did.
we all had the choice. It wasn't about like, and I don't fault you for having an iPhone. That was your choice. You know what I'm saying? But as a
Yeah.
non-iPhone user, when people really make a like, even when it's like a cute little joke, like, "Oh, you're bubble green," I'm done. So wrap. I'm like,
Oh,
that's
I'm
so
ready.
nasty to me.
Actually, I'm ready to. I'm
Block
ready to
me.
cut you
Look.
down like sugar cane. I'm ready to cut you down because my number one question is going to be: do you have stock in Apple?
An apple. Now
Because
that's
if
the
you
real
don't have,
conversation.
because if you don't have stock in it, you're over here boosting something up that they're taking money from you constantly. Pipe down, sis. Pipe down. That's how I feel.
Oh my god, I got an Apple
No,
Watch.
there's nothing wrong. It's
I know,
Yeah,
nothing.
it's
but
not. Yeah, it's
it's
nothing
nothing
wrong
It's
with
wrong
it.
with
not
it. Look, but
Apple. It's with the culture Apple created, and so it is
Exactly.
Apple, right?
anything is like
Apple
that's better.
created. Apple
It's
created this
not
culture,
them, but it is them.
but it
It
is
is
them
them. Yeah,
because they
yeah, yeah,
created
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
divisive. They created that divisive culture.
Right.
They did.
Yeah.
They knew
All
what they
right.
were
Up
doing.
next, high vibe or low vibe. Dating someone who doesn't have social media, like no socials at all.
I'm not. Mm,
I'm not against that.
I'm not against
Would,
it.
but
It
would you
just
say it's
adds
high
extra.
vibe or would you say it's low vibe?
It's high vibe.
I guess
But
how Bob, yeah.
it kind of goes like it kind of just adds another layer of mystery, and I'm like, okay, well
Mm.
now like I now I gotta now I feel like it's not bad for me to like pay extra attention, but I'm like, it just adds extra mystery. It just adds
Mm,
extra mystery. I'm like, well, so you don't have a Instagram or social media, no
nothing.
TikTok, no Twitter, no Reddit, like no
Nothing.
Threads, no nothing, no
Nothing.
Substack,
They
no
just on this
nothing.
planet vibing.
And I think it's a high vibration because I think like you won't be so influenced by like the daily media and things of that nature, to like the conversations or the topics that we have on social media that we're over flooding, like, on our timeline. So it's like it would be a
And
high vibe, but it also would be like it would itch my nosiness because I'm like, okay, so who do you hang around with? Like, who are your people? Like, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna tell me in due time, but also at the
right.
same time, I like to, like I said, I like to be a little nosy. So it's still a
Oh,
high
so
vibe though.
you want to rush to you don't want to rush to previews. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I
You don't
don't.
want to. Yeah, you want
I
to get
don't
right to the
want
movie. See, I like the
a
previews a
little
little bit.
bit, a little
Yeah.
bit, a little bit, a tad bit.
All right, so we're saying you say it's high vibe. The
Mm.
debate is high vibe.
How about
All right. Up next, knocking boots on the first date. High vibe or low vibe?
High vibe. I
how
just watched
about
Love Jones today, and I was like, you know what? I would have
classic?
did it. I
I'm
would.
going to
It's
say
so
something
good.
that's controversial, yet
He never
brave.
saw the fucking movie. Ciao, Bob.
But no. I've seen it.
Mm.
I've watched it in
What you about
different
to say?
languages. I watched it in a different country. Love Jones is a terribly written, cinematically beautiful film.
Okay. I think it's just
It's
so real, though.
beautiful,
I think it's
but
real.
it's not. It's
It's
terrible. First of all, let's break down Nia Long's character. She is a photographer's assistant who has a loft apartment in Chicago.
she was house sitting.
So she was homeless.
Basically, she was in between houses because she just left her
She was
She's a
engagement with her
homeless.
starving artist. You know what
fiance.
that life like?
Then she also lost that job. So then she didn't have no job.
Right. So she's in between. But listen, hold on. She just separated from her fiance, who probably
Fair.
was doing whatever. She had to moved to Chicago. Her best friend lives in Chicago or wherever. And now she's house sitting. So she's in between homes. She just had this devastating breakup. She's still trying to figure out if she's still in love with him or not. And then she meets this man who she has
Who
just
also,
immense
also,
amount of
we don't know what he
passion.
did. We don't know who he was.
But it was enough for her
They
to get
don't
back
really
the
tell us no
ring.
story about him. He just fine and he be at the open mic. That's all we know.
We don't know. We don't know. So that's the thrill of it, though. That's why I was like, oh my gosh, it could be so real because it's like, how did we get here? But also at the same time, like, I get it. Personally, when she told what's his name, Darius. When she
Yeah,
told Darius that she was going to New York, she did it in a terrible way. I can't defend my sister on that. She did it in a terrible way. Like
And then
her best friend
the
told
way
her
the movie
terrible
just
advice,
ends, they just ride off in a motorcycle in the rain. Not
and
safe.
that's it. And
Not
that's
safe.
it.
They don't resolve none of the issues. They don't discuss nothing. They just ride off together. For all we know, they got to where they was going and went separate ways. We don't know nothing about
Or
what
argued,
happens in this
and
movie.
that was it. I just like I said, I love the chase, I love the tension, I love the intimacy, I love the fact that they notice, like, as much as they pull away from thinking that they don't really love each other, it gets them to like really kind of like feel this
But
depth of
here's
love, but
the
it's still
grease,
complex though.
the grease is they don't love each other because they don't know each other.
They don't know each other that
They
much.
don't know
No, they
anything about
don't.
each other. They know it felt good to be around each other, and that's beautiful. But
Yeah.
I feel like as a culture, we gave too many points to this movie.
It just
That's what I believe. Again, beautiful cinematically, it's beautiful, and it
mm,
really captures the essence of a period in time for sure. But riding off on a motorcycle in the rain with a nigga you don't really know, sister,
and that nigga was
I'm
a
scared of
poet.
you.
And that
Sister,
nigga was
I'm
a and
scared of
that nigga
you.
was a poet. The poets are gonna, anytime they include the poetry, it's like, wow. And
it's
it's
like a,
like,
Yeah.
it's like a bass player, huh?
right.
No, it's like a drummer. Because the drummers be the ones. The
Drummers
drummers,
be the
and
one.
I'll die on that hill. Drummers come at me, bro. It's the drummers. Bass players be a little more level. But
Mm.
the
Uh,
drummers, Because number one, ain't no drummer playing in one band. Each drummer, he in multiple bands.
Multiple bands.
So he's
Wow.
gigging all the time. He's at the shows all the time. He outside.
You might be
Or
onto
she.
something.
Because I know some female drummers too who get to it.
Yeah, and they
They
get
get to it.
jammed. They don't play. But yeah, high
All right.
vibrational. I think it's okay to. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Smash on the first day. Everybody high vibe? High vibe. All right. Dating someone who is obsessed with fitness, like all about the gym, only the gym. You go out with them, they wearing workout clothes.
Oh,
No, that's low.
that's low. I need you to have a life outside of the gym. I think physical fitness
Staying
is very
clothes.
important. Moving your body is very important. Whatever you do, whether it be yoga, whether it be calisthenics, whether it be Pilates, whether it be kickboxing, jujitsu. I do pole. So like I
And
was a
you
D1
do.
athlete. Like I was a D1 athlete. Like we was in the gym 24/7, 2 day workouts and stuff like that. So I get like why someone will become obsessed with it. My mother is a personal trainer. Like I get it, and she stays in the gym and stuff like that. But like also like she has a life outside of the gym. Like, and
Right.
I think just having a good balance of that. I think physical fitness and stuff like that is very important. But it's a low if it's like all of what you. Yeah, that's the life. That's the thing. It's like yes, but also don't wear your Under Armour tights to this restaurant
Please.
that we got
Right.
on this date. Like
Right.
no, it's okay. But yes, babe.
So low vibe for you, Mr. Big. Low vibe. Low vibe. All right, that concludes our game for tonight.
Ah, this
That
was
was
so
Yes.
fun. The
fun.
two games were
Mr.
fun
Big,
I
I
want to
today.
truly
thank you
enjoy
both.
you and
Oh,
Rich. This was amazing. I
yes.
look, this was great. Thank
It
you for
was. It
allowing me to
was.
co-host in this space. Rocket chat, everyone. Rocket
Oh,
chat.
okay. Rocket chat,
Thank
everybody.
you. Thank
You
Yeah.
guys
you.
have any last words, any things you want to plug, anything you want to share with the audience?
Mr. Big, you want to go first?
No, just I mean, if you liked what you heard today, you stuck with us. We appreciate it. I know we have some people that stood with us the entire time. I just want to say
Yeah.
I thank you for your time. Some of them I do not know. So please, if you like what you heard, you think we're interesting, follow, like and subscribe. Like honestly,
No,
that's
for
the key.
real.
Yeah, like that's the key.
Mr. Big, you do
Especially
have
if
a
you're
new
local.
YouTube
Especially if you're
series.
local. Yeah, especially if you're local and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Definitely follow us. I think I'm always doing something amazing in the DMV area. Or if you're not, I might be coming to your city near soon. Or you can catch me on the tube.
I'm
So
about to say
Yep.
you have a
um,
new series you're about to put out to the world, right?
yeah, so we got some stuff coming out down the pipeline. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Follow, like if you like the conversation and things like that. I want it to be organic and things that if you're interested in wanting to know a little bit more, please do follow. Follow and stay in tuned because I'm getting sleepy. Sorry, stay in tune to what we got going on. Oh yeah, I go to bed, honey. I wake
I
up
was gonna say
early.
my bedtime is approaching in
Yes.
Yeah,
minutes.
Yes.
I get up
Any
early.
last any last final thoughts, Vena J?
This was just so phenomenal. I
It
appreciate
was.
sharing space with y'all. It was such a
Yeah,
good time.
yeah.
Rich, the space that you've created for this
Mm.
particular month, so good. And
Thank
always
you.
what you do, like
Oh,
it's
thank
so
you so
good. It's
much.
always good. Thank you so much for considering me and having me
Yeah,
be a part of it, Mr. Big. It's
Yes.
so
it was
wonderful
a
to meet you. I'll be
pleasure to
following
meet you.
you.
Thank you.
Yes.
Stay back.
I
And I
love
don't know
it.
where you live at, but maybe hopefully we can link up and
Yeah. I live in
really see each other.
Baltimore. So
Okay,
yeah, I'm
good.
in
And
the DMV area.
I need to come to Baltimore more. So when we defrost some more,
Yes.
and we've got some parking out there, I'll come and say
Yeah.
what's up to the
Yes.
girls.
For sure, for sure, for
Absolutely.
sure. But
I
yes,
want to
Actually, you know
thank you
what?
both.
I am going to be doing an event in Baltimore, so let's make sure we do stay in contact because I would love
yes, I would love
your support
to.
for that. Yeah, I am looking to do an event in Baltimore. So
Yes.
yes.
I want to thank you both for joining me tonight. This was fantastic. I had such a great time. And
Yes.
everybody in the chat, thank you for participating. Thank you for viewing. Thank you for watching. Thank you for getting involved. Join us next week where we'll be discussing love in this club, where both of my guests are going to be esteemed DJs and nightlife professionals. So we're talking
Mm.
about love and dating and relationships all revolved around the nightlife space. All right. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for watching. Rich Rocky out.
All right. Peace. Good night, everyone.
Peace. Good night.